Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey y'all, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday to everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I see you. Let me put my screen down somewhere. Yes, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? Let me get back to the top so we can speak to everyone. Let's see. Y'all, my morning has already been busy. Why am I already tired and my day is just starting? Y'all bear with me, okay? Let's get into the show. Good morning, happy Thursday. I see you, Rose, my mod. Thanks for being here. Yvette McCovery, thanks for being here. Miss Pruitt, thanks for being here. Erica Butler, thanks for being here. Darling Mungum is in the house. Erica Rogers, April Pearson, Joyce Pick, Denise Slay is here. My other mod, Truth TV Podcast, thanks for being here. Mary Giles is here. Or Giles, is it Giles? Okay, Miss Pruitt is here. Who else? I think I said Deborah Banks. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sheila Washington is here. Marion's Favorites is here. Scrolling, Audrey Williams is here. Sunny Days is here. Good morning. Rose Armstead is in the building again. Miss Cheryl H. Tuff is in the building. Clarity Speaks is here. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Big Steak. Good morning, classy type lady. Good morning, Cheryl Williams. Good morning. Good morning, Carla Burrell. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Reba 0616 is in the building. Good morning. Sylvia Blow. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Henry Lee, Sweet Essence is here. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Arthretha Johnson is here. Diamond Eyes is in the building. Good morning. Good morning, Deborah Johnson, Tanasha Harris. Good morning, Felicia. Good morning, Kim Jones. Good morning, Love. Good morning. I got messages coming from everywhere. Shirley Terry, good morning. Ronnie, good morning. Sheila Rumpf, good morning. Good morning. Patricia Ransom, good morning. Lois McPherson, good morning. Kim Swenson, the voice. Come on, voice. B. Weiser is here. Pisces Queen is here. Carla Johnson is here. Dolores Campbell, I see you. Sheila Rumpf again, good morning. Queen Paradise is in the building. Good morning to everyone coming in. All right, please don't forget to hit the like button because I know y'all be trying to get me to do a jam session early, but y'all, let's please hit the like button so we can get through our show so it can flow like it needs to, okay? I'm out here in the woods, as y'all can see my background, child. I'm out here in the woods by the waterfall trying to give y'all a good show this morning, okay? Actually, it's a rainy day today, okay? It's a rainy day today. Yes, I love rainy days. I wish I was in my damn bed, but we got work to do, okay? We got work to do. All right, but let's get into it. Everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, let's get into our show because we got one. Let's go. Hopefully y'all got your coffee and tea and getting where you need to be or got where you need to be this morning safely. Honey, you're blessed and not stressed on this good old Thursday. All right, let's get into the show. All right, Broward County, Florida woman, Christian Zane Eatman, was awarded $1.4 million after an Uber driver ran over her damn foot. All right. Says she was initially offered $400,000 during the pretrial, but declined it. Okay. So she was like, nah, y'all can give me more than that, baby, because y'all ran over about 3 coins and whatnot. So y'all can come up off a little bit more than that. So she waited that thing out and got her good old $1.4 million. Okay. So yeah, let's get into that. Let's get into that. All right, so it says that, of course, y'all heard the Lyft driver ran over her damn foot in Hallandale Beach, causing severe nerve damage and ongoing pain. It says that the incident happened in January of 2023 while she was getting into the car, child. It says that she turned down the $400K settlement and took the case to trial, where the jury acknowledged how the injury changed her life, impacting her mobility and ending her flight attendant career. Wow. It says that she's still in physical therapy today. Her lawyers say that the case shows how a single injury can have a long-lasting effect on someone's future. That's true. It only takes just one thing to knock you out of there, child, where you can't really move and get around how you want to. And she was a flight attendant too, so you got to very much so be mobile because you got to walk back and forth, be fixing drinks and pulling your luggage and all that from airport to airport, from plane to plane. So yeah, you got to be able to be mobile. So you ran over her damn foot, you should pay her. All right. Absolutely. I wouldn't have took the $400,000 either if my lawyer said, hey, you can probably get a little bit more than that. All right. So, hey, always shoot for the stars, child, when it comes to something like that, because she's going to be in therapy for quite some time, and therapy is very, very expensive. So shout out to her for getting her coin. All right, moving on. All right, so it says that Donald Trump, honey, said that he wants Stephen Smith to run for president. Now, I told you guys that Stephen Smith made a video I want to say maybe 2 weeks ago when I talked about it, where he was saying that he was thinking about running for president next term. I just don't see him being president. I'm sorry. Nothing against him. Yes, he is a black man. Not every black man qualifies. I'm sorry. I mean, Obama, I feel, is the only one thus far that's proven himself to be a very, very good president who's African-American. Stephen Smith, hell to the motherfucking no. Okay? No. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's get into this, child. Let's get into this.
Stephen A. Smith may run for president, as you know. Do you have any advice for Stephen A. If he launches the run?
No, Stephen A. He's a good guy. He's a smart guy. I love watching him. He's got great entertainment skills, which is very important. People watch him. You know, a lot of these Democrats I watch, I say they have no chance. I've been pretty good at picking people and picking candidates, and I will tell you, I'd love to see him run.
All right, there you go. Stephen A. Smith may run for president, as you know. Do you have any?
I really feel like he should just stick with sports. Like, really. I really feel like sports is your area. Get on there, talk your ish, and keep it moving. Presidency, yeah, no. I mean, hell, we trying to figure out how to get Trump out of office, all right? They just filed that damn impeachment against him, so I'm really not looking forward to having back-to-back shitholes in the damn office. I'm just saying. Trump is not a great candidate, all right? He's only been in that bitch 100 days. Counting today will be 101 days. And he's done all bad things, okay? He's focusing on getting more people out of the country, shutting jobs down. We're going to talk about that here a little bit later. Like, it's a catastrophe thus far. It's a catastrophe. And I really feel like it's time for a change. We can't have back-to-back shitholes in office. We just can't. Like, we're praying to get through this term with Trump, and then we can't have somebody else, coming in the next term that's even worse. I'm saying, shit. But what do y'all think about it? You can put it in the chat. Let's move on. All right, we're still in politics. Trump argues with a reporter over MS-13 tattoo Photoshop claims. It says that you're not being very nice, okay? I'm not sure why he's getting involved in all these different conversations that's really irrelevant to him and his job as the president. I really think he should focus on the issues at hand, people losing jobs, people, the stock market out of hand, and damn, everything. These fucking planes falling out of the sky, tariffs being so damn high. Like, it's a lot of shit that he could be worried about right now, but let's get into this.
Criminals in this country. We have to get him out, and we're doing it. And you'll pick out one man, but even the man that you picked out, he said he wasn't a member of a gang. And then they looked, and on his knuckles, he had MS-13.
There's a dispute.
But wait a minute. He had MS-13 on his knuckles tattoo.
He had some tattoos that are interpreted that way. But let's move on.
Wait a minute. Hey, Terry.
He did not have the letter MS-13.
It says MS-13.
That was Photoshop. So let me
That was Photoshop, Terry. You can't do that. Hey, they're giving you the big break of a lifetime. You know, you're doing the interview. I picked you because, frankly, I never heard of you, but that's okay. But I picked you, Terry. Hey, but you're not being very nice. He had MS-13 tattooed.
We'll agree to disagree. I want to move on to something else.
Terry, do you want me to show you the picture?
I saw the picture.
And you think it was Photoshop? Well,
here we go.
Don't Photoshop it. Go look at his hand. He had MS-13.
He did have tattoos that can be interpreted.
Thurs criminals in this country.
So because he don't agree with you, he's telling you that the pictures are definitely Photoshopped. This man has said he's never been in a gang. So in order to make him look a certain type of way, certain things called AI, there's certain things called Photoshop that can make certain things appear to be something that it's not. So because he won't agree with what you're saying and he is running the interview, I don't give a fuck if you are the president. If he says he got to move on, that's his job. You don't come in and tell him you're not being very nice or I picked you and I don't really know who you are. Like, now you're trying to insult him because he won't kiss your ass. This is the shit I'm talking about with Trump. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Because he won't agree with you and say, okay, yeah, it was MS-13 across his knuckles. No, he's telling you, and he's standing firm 10 toes down that it was Photoshop, and you're mad because you're wrong on air. And the man is telling you, hey, with all due respect, I'm moving on past this because we got other shit to talk about. But you want to stay on a fucking tattoo? Petty. That's what I'm talking about. That power trip he's on. He's a narc, no accountability. Let's move on.
Have tattoos
He's an idiot.
that can be interpreted that way. I'm not an expert on them. I want to turn to Ukraine.
Jerry,
I want to get to Ukraine.
No. He had MS as clear as you can be, not interpreted. This is why people no longer believe.
This is why he's doing this, because first of all, you were ordered to bring that man back over here. Okay. You were ordered to bring that man back who was locked up in an El Salvador prison because of your ass hadn't shipped over there and he wasn't supposed to be over there. And now they won't send him back. And now you are against policy in terms of what was asked of you to do and have them do, which is bring him back. So now you guys are trying to stand firm on the fact that you think that he's a part of some type of gang, MS-13. And he said he's not. It's been proven that he's not. And you still going to sit up here in this damn interview and try to make it seem as though that's what it is so that you don't have to be held accountable for not doing your part, which was to have him extradited back to the U.S. because he wasn't supposed to be shipped out anyway. If they're telling you clearly that is Photoshop, like, let's move on. That's what the man is telling you. He said, let's talk about the Ukraine. That's what we need to talk about. Why them damn tariffs are so fucking high and everything else in the U.S. is so out of whack because you are on a power struggle about to start a freaking war.
Leave the news because
When
it's
he was
fake
photographed
news.
in El Salvador, they aren't there. But let's just go. They aren't there when he's in El Salvador.
They
Take
weren't
a look
there,
at the
but they're
photograph.
there now, right?
No,
But they're there
in
now.
your picture.
Terry,
Ukraine, sir.
he's got MS-13 on his knuckles.
All right.
Okay?
All right. We'll take.
He steady telling MS Ukraine, sir. We're moving on to the Ukraine. All right. Fuck about that. Okay. He still had to bring his little picture, child. He still had to bring his picture. He is just, oh, Jesus. Okay. I would have been like, I'm going to end this interview right now because it appears that you're not willing to proceed with this interview in terms of what we're here to talk about. We've already addressed this situation and you want to stay here. We're trying to go here. With all due respect, I'm going to go ahead and end the interview. That's what I would have said. Okay. Respectfully. Not respectfully. Okay. Respectfully. Yeah, let's move on. I don't even care no more about that shit. He's irritating. All right. So, Tucker Carlson, let's go ahead and pull it up so y'all can see with me. I said, I know they ain't talking about my damn president. Okay, now I'm ready to windmill and fight. I know I don't play about Obama now. Obama is still my president. I told y'all. All right. But Tucker Carlson says that he believes that Michelle Obama dislikes Obama, or Barack to be exact. Says it is super obvious that everything she says about her husband is negative. Now, if you guys can remember, and I didn't even cover it on my channel because I knew it was total bullshit, where people were running around saying that Michelle and Barack were separated because she chose not to go to the inauguration and some other things that Obama was showing up doing. He was going solo dolo versus Michelle being there with him like some of the other president's wives or whatever, or ex-president's wife. She have things to do. She is busy. She is not the type of wife who just follow her husband around. Michelle is very educated. She has her own thing. She has her podcast going on. She has other jobs and things outside of Barack. So she's not just his beard to follow him around just because he's going somewhere. I wouldn't want to go to the fucking inauguration either. I wouldn't want to be sitting up there in no boring ass president's funerals like that either if I got shit to do. I mean, that don't mean they're separated. So people had these rumors out that Obama and Michelle were separated. So now he is trying to paint the narrative of, oh, she doesn't like her husband because of the way she speaks about him. Get out of here.
They sort of missed the point, which is in a normal life, your marriage is the core of everything. A happy marriage produces happy people and happy children. And I just don't think she spent a lot of time on that. I mean, she really dislikes her husband. Super obvious. I'm not just saying that to be catty. I think I'm trying to feel compassion for her, but her hostility toward the guy is like unbelievable. And it's been
everything
obvious
she says is negative
about him.
I mean,
for
how
sure,
long have we known each other?
2007.
I can't even think of one negative comment you've ever made about Susie. I almost never say negative things about Doug. It's not, yeah, exactly. It's not like they're perfect. It's just like when I think about him, I don't immediately go to whatever's negative. I go to what's positive and what I love about him. And there's a ton.
Well, actually,
and I've seen
last
you do
time
that
I
with your
saw
wife
you,
too.
you said you were off camera telling me how great Doug is. I mean, that's just a fact. I remember it really vividly. In fact, I told my wife about it. No, those are the marks. They sort of missed the point, which is
all right. So it says during the interview, Megyn Kelly said that Tucker gave his unwarranted opinion about the Obama's marriage. Okay, says that he shared how he believes Michelle is unhappy and is trying to fake it for the public. He also goes on to explain that a happy marriage is something that people should focus on prioritizing. But Michelle, in his opinion, has not focused on that. He also goes on to say that it's not just her. He continues to say, he said that she's like a freak show and it's easy to make fun of her and I enjoy it. But I do think that it's a whole class of people who are afflicted with the same kind of restlessness and rage and emptiness, and that they're the ones wrecking our society. Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? He says, God forbid Michelle actually be real and transparent about her life and marriage. Shaking my head, says that Tucker and Megan need to mind theirs. All right, I know that shit right. They do need to mind their damn business. Where your wife at? Where's your wife at? Okay. People get on my nerves. Just because you don't see a person up under a person all the time does not mean that their life is not grand, does not mean that they're not happy, does not mean that they're having problems, or does not mean that they're having problems in their relationship and or marriage. It just means that she got shit to do and she does not want to follow him around like a puppy, and she's trying to get those things done. Period. Her children are out of the house. She is an empty nester now. She can get out there and do some things that she probably wasn't able to do when she was worried about her girls who were growing up and trying to find their way. So now that they're adults in college and have jobs and doing what they're doing, Barack, he's still out doing the things he likes to do, golf and you know, going to some events and going out to eat sometimes when he feel like it, and just enjoying life, not being the president no more. They stressed him the hell out. So she's doing her thing. He's doing his thing. I don't see anywhere where there's any, you know, animosity or hate towards each other. I think they're very much so in love with each other, but I think they're at the point in their lives where they're trying to fulfill things that they've been trying to do. I mean, when he was the president, he had to focus on presidency. She had to be there to support him in that. So now that they have their lives back, they're enjoying their lives. And if she chooses not to show up certain places, that's just what it is. Shit. How do people get that out of it? They had a whole video and or post about the Obamas getting a separation. And she said it on her podcast. I'm not sure where they got this from. Like, we're not getting divorced and we're definitely not separated or unhappy. So why they continue to paint this narrative and still talk about it is very so weird to me. Weird. Okay. People need to get over it. People need to get over. Oh, they're not happy. We saw Obama out to eat the other day, and Michelle was not with him. I think they're separated or about to get divorced. Get the fuck out of here. Really? No spouse is everywhere that their spouse is 24/7. Like you just not. If you have a life and shit that you're trying to accomplish. But go off. All right. People are so stupid. Leave my Obama alone and Michelle too. All right, because we love Michelle. All right, let's get on to the next topic. All right, so tiny bad BBL. Did I need to say that? I'm sorry. Tiny bad BBL from Xscape Girl. She said that Biggie Smalls apologized before he passed away. Okay, for insulting his insulting line about Xscape. Okay, minutes before passing. How do you know that? Because y'all know that he was saying that they were ugly and they were some ugly girls. They could sing, but they were ugly. I was like. All right, so let's get into what they had to say because they sat down with L'Oreal. I love me some L'Oreal because y'all remember her. Do y'all remember L'Oreal from Love and Hip Hop, New York? Okay, she now has a podcast. I do follow her. I love me some damn L'Oreal because she is funny as hell and she can rap. She got bars. Okay, so I like her. She's very talented. But so she sat down with Xscape and they're explaining how. Well, let me just play it for y'all. All right, let's share first. Let's share. Hold on. Yeah, let's share so y'all can see what they had to say. Because Biggie was like, yeah, Xscape is very talented, but they ugly. I was like, what? I mean, back in the day, they were saying the girls really wasn't, eye candy like that, but they were very, talented in terms of being able to sing. So let's go.
Speak out on certain things when it came to the beginning of the group. And he said that it was harder to break y'all because you weren't considered cute. Mm-hmm. When you hear things like that, does that kind of bother you? Because it kind of bothered me because I thought y'all was cute. Because I was trying to dress like y'all. So it's like, obviously we heard the line that Biggie said, which I felt like was super disrespectful. But then for Jermaine to kind of comment on it, did y'all feel any kind of?
I did not see the interview, but I did see a clip floating online. I mean, somebody thought we was cute. There you go. We dropped them albums. We went platinum each time. Somebody, he must have saw something. But with that being said, with the Biggie situation, that was something that did happen. We don't, obviously the world heard the song. Mm-hmm. The girls, they are more forgiving than I, and I feel bad to this day because the day that he passed away, we were at that party and Biggie apologized. I wouldn't go over there.
Yeah, so he somebody came to, I don't know if it was Diddy or somebody came and said, Biggie wanted to speak to y'all, and
let's be clear, this wasn't a Diddy party. This was
it was
the awards. Okay, all right. Let's just be clear. Go ahead, finish telling the story, Tiny.
And she was like, "I ain't going to speak to him." And I was just like, "I'm gonna see what he's talking about." And he was very nice. He was very apologetic. And he basically said, I don't know what I was thinking. I'm ugly. I'm ugly. I just said, you know what I'm saying? Y'all are beautiful. And, I just, wanted to say, I apologize or whatever. And so I went back and I told Candy, I told her what she said. And then he ended up passing like probably 20, 30 minutes after that happened.
Wow. But he was definitely a fan. He came to our show in New York.
He did say that. He was coming to our shows. And when he came to our shows, Jermaine would come and say, "Hey, Biggie outside, he want to come in." We were like, "No, you can't come in here."
Right. He was on the front row though.
Because we felt some kind of way.
Right.
Of course. So even though he was showing up, he kept coming to different shows, and we just wasn't trying to hear anything or see him or basically be like, "Yeah, you can come in here and, parlay with us." We wasn't with it.
Isn't it kind of eerie that 30 minutes before he passes away, you guys get to find, at least some of y'all finally get a chance to have the conversation about that?
Yeah, it was a moment that I take really cherish, because I got to hear it before he passed, and I got to pass it on to the girls.
Yeah,
and it was great to hear him at least acknowledge that he was wrong.
Man, that's insane.
Yeah. So it's crazy that
y'all hear that? That was big of Biggie to do that. Okay. Now let's continue, because the statement that he made about Xscape was, he said that I'll F RuPaul before I F them ugly ass Xscape biatches, is what Biggie called it. I was like, was it that serious, Biggie? Because y'all know Biggie had a type. Biggie had a type. He liked the light-skinned, cute ones. All right. Y'all know he was at Charlie Baltimore. He was with Faith. Okay. He fooled around with Lil' Kim before she became light-skinned or whatever. Before she became light-skinned and Asian, because that's what her ass looked like now. But so that was big of him to then apologize to the girls, or to Tiny, and then she took the information back to them. But Candy said, well, obviously we wasn't, because we was, we made a bunch of platinum albums. Nobody said that you guys weren't talented. He was talking about your looks. Now, do I think that was nice in terms of what he said? No, I don't. But, people did not think that LaToxic Scott was pretty back in the day. They didn't really think that Tamika was pretty back in the day. Tiny was very, and I would say this, Tiny, before she started messing with her face and having surgeries, Tiny was very beautiful. I ain't gonna hold you. Tiny, no homo. Tiny was a beautiful girl before she started nip tucking and cutting here and sucking this out and putting this back in and yeah, child. Before she had 47 nose jobs, allegedly. Okay, she was beautiful. I don't know why she started cutting on her. I don't know why people do that. I mean, I said the same thing about Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Carly was so beautiful before she started putting all these fillers and all these surgeries on her face. Like, she looks crazy now. But the girls, it's never been a question in terms of them being talented, because Xscape, their harmonies, I think that's what everybody grew to love once they came out as a group, is the fact that they could really sing. You could pass the mic to all of them. You could get a little bit from all of them. Tiny, regardless to how people feel about her and how she looks very botched on stage, she very much so has a nice voice. Tiny can sing her ass off. I mean, go back. And I really paid more attention whenever they had verses between them and SWV. I was like, look at Tiny up here, okay? Tiny was singing, honey. Her lip was dragging, but baby, she was singing. The notes coming out from that dragging lip like this right here. Okay. She was singing up there, girl. And then they passed the mic down to Candy. She put her Billy Goat on it, girl. And the Toxic Scott put her 37,000 runs on it. And then her sister brought it on. And I ain't got nothing negative to say about Tamika, because Tamika can sing flat-footed, honey. She's straight up and down can sing. Okay. But so shout out to Biggie. Shout out to Biggie for doing that before he passed. And of course, that was very tragic when we heard that he was pow out there in Las Vegas. Not Las Vegas, but LA shit. And that was Tupac. But we were very, very sad to hear that we lost Biggie, because damn, he was just getting into the game like that. And it's amazing how he is still relevant as an artist, and he's not even here anymore. His music is still relevant to this day. And it's been over 10 years or so since he's been unalive. So shout out to them. Shout out to Xscape. Okay. I still rock with them. Still like them. Minus LaToxic Scott. I'm over her, child, because I can't. Moving on. But then Tiny looked like a little dwarf. I put that in the chat. Tiny looked like a little dwarf sitting up at the table. I'm like, they couldn't give her like a booster or a high chair or something so she can kind of sit up a little bit more like she was peeping over the damn table trying to talk. Like the table here, she here. So yeah, Biggie had said that, that we weren't really that ugly. That's how Johnny was looking. Like, girl, give this girl a high seat so she can sit up and talk, okay? Damn. Peeping from up under the damn table. She is little, ain't she? She is little. Lord have mercy, Tiny. Girl, you should have, I don't know, put some phone books under you, girl. The yellow pages up under your ass or something. All right, so let's move on, child. Paul Pierce, you guys. Paul Pierce explains why NBA players date white women. All right, now we've talked about this a few times. People can fall in love with who they want to fall in love with, but I think that one of the things that we as Black women, we kind of side-eye this situation because a lot of our athletes, they get into the game, like they don't have shit before they get in there. They be broke, busted, and damn disgusted. But once they get into the league and they start making millions of dollars, they leave us behind. And when I say us, I mean Black women. And they want to be with fair-skinned women, with pretty hair, good hair, the Becky with the good hair. That's what they want. They don't want a strong Black woman because they think that we are maybe too mouthy, that we have too much, integrity for, we just don't put up with no shit. Let's put it that way. Most of us don't put up with that like that. So they want someone who is very laid back and allow you to yell at them and, just okay, that type of woman. So let's get into what they had to say. It says that they show more appreciation and they apologize more. Well, maybe that's what okay, I'm sorry that you cheated. I'm sorry that I made you cheat. Like that's the type of woman they want. I would never be that. I will never be the type of woman to apologize and take accountability for shit that you do and allow you to still disrespect me. And I feel like that's what they want. They know that fair-skinned type of female may be there for the check and she ain't going to leave. They give them that lifestyle and they make it so good to where they won't ever leave and that they can do whatever they want to do, have babies outside and come back and still do what they want to do. They can yell at them. Some of them can be abusive towards them. And they're going to say, I'm sorry that you hit me. I'm sorry that I made you hit me. I'm going to try to do better not to make you so angry the next time. That type. Yeah, no. Let's get into it, child.
Men, especially NBA players, get with the white women. Is it because they're easy, quote unquote?
I got some theories, but I really want to hear it from you.
I do too. I want to hear it too.
I honestly think that maybe they appreciate maybe more and they apologize more.
Listen, I'm scared. Hold on.
No.
Hold on.
I mean,
I had an interview with
they don't mind being held accountable.
Why do you feel like men, especially NBA players, get with the white women? Is it because they're easy, quote unquote?
I got some theories, but I really want to hear it from you.
I do too. I want to hear it too.
I honestly think that maybe they appreciate maybe more and they apologize more.
And she's so stupid for laughing because she's talking about you, dumbass. He's talking about you. She laughing the hardest, and he's literally talking about her. Like, that is so disrespectful. So pretty much they want a woman who just sit back and allow them to do what they want to do. Because most of those athletes, okay, most of them be with multiple women, even when they're in relationships or married. And those women, they stay. We talked about yesterday, we looked at the interview with Deshaun Snow, her ex-husband Eric, who was a basketball player. He was out here doing his thing. He was married. They were together since freshmen in college. She held him down. And she said, hey, he went out there and he was seeing women. And the woman that he wound up cheating with and had the baby with ain't even the one that he went and remarried. He got remarried again. That ain't who he married. So he was out doing his thing and she stayed and she was like, hey, I never would have went and filed for divorce. I wasn't going to leave. I pretty much told him when he sat down and told me that he had a side baby during our marriage. I pretty much told him, hey, let's go to counseling and work it out. We can get through this. I said, well, in what world do you live in, girl? Hello, Earth to Deshaun. That's what those men want. They can go out and have as many babies as they want, cheat as much as they want, disrespect you anytime they want, stay out all time of night, tell you they're going, to go practice, and they're really going to lay up under a Becky all damn night. come home like ain't shit never happened. And then when they get caught is, oh, you know, well, I wasn't happy anyway, and try to guilt trip you into apologizing to them so that they can continue the bullshit. It's men out there like that. But then again, I really can't fuss at the men too much if the woman allow it, because what you allow them to do is what they will continue to do. So I think it pretty much comes down to getting some more bones in your backbone back there, so your ass won't be out here looking crazy and being vulnerable and gullible, because that's what it gives. All right, let's cut that out, women, okay? And stay far away from ninjas like that, because that's some disrespectful bullshit. Okay, I think respect should go across the board between both parties. All right, no one should be cheating if you're in a relationship, and if you're not happy, then get out. That's just how it goes. You don't get to have your cake and eat it too, and then throw a whole big ass scoop of ice cream on top of that bitch too. Like, no, you don't get to do that. You're not gonna jump up and down on me like a trampoline and then go out there and be with 4, 5, 7, 8 Becky's, and then come back thinking that everything gonna be all, you know, grits and gravy with extra gravy on the side. Like, hell no. All right, moving on. They said SR Howard said that part of the interview with Nene and Deshaun was so cringe. Says that I was like, is she really saying it? Yeah, she was straight face shot and then tried to smile it off. I was like, Deshaun, did you just hear what you said? No, ma'am, Pam, we're not doing that, sis. Yeah, I don't mind. You know, yeah, he had a baby on me. She flew across that like you're supposed to pause on it. Yeah, he had a baby on me. Pause. She ran straight through that. Yeah, he had a baby on me, and I told him that we're gonna stay and fix it, and you go, you know, let's go to therapy. We can work through this. Girl. Ooh, better you than me, girl. So UPS plans to cut 20,000 jobs and close over 70 facilities. Y'all see this? Child, when Biggie said, don't be mad, UPS is hiring, I guess not. Shit. 20,000 jobs? See, Trump, I ain't even read it yet, and Trump name, I can see it right now. We about to get into this. 70 facilities. All right. Let's get into this, child. People are losing jobs left and right. This is so sad. Now, UPS, like I said, is to cut 20,000 jobs and close 73, what it said over 70. So it's 73, as it says here, facilities and restructuring efforts. All right. So UPS announced that it will eliminate 20,000 positions this year as part of a major restructuring effort aimed at improving efficiency across the U.S. operations. It says that as part of the overhaul, the company will also shut down 73 facilities by the end of June in a move expected to generate $3.5 billion in savings by 2025. Do we have anyone working at UPS in my chat? If so, you may want to start looking, because they're saying in June. We're in May now. This is May. Today is the 1st of the month. Okay. It's the 1st of the month in my Bone Thugs and Harmony voice. It's the 1st of the month. All right, so y'all better start looking, honey. You better start looking if you work at UPS. All right, because you never know if your name gonna be on that list. 20,000 people is a lot. 70 facilities, 73 facilities, that's a lot. So CEO Carol Tomei explained that these decisions are being driven by changes in the global trade environment, particularly in light of tariffs. Y'all hear that? Introduced during Donald Trump's presidency. So here he go again on the bullshit. Says that the company is adapting to what Tomei described as a changing trade environment and positioning itself for long-term success by becoming more agile. Okay. Now, due to economic uncertainty and concerns over the efforts of U.S. trade policies, UPS has withdrawn its financial outlook for the rest of the year. Woo. Now, it says that the company said that it couldn't confidently predict its performance given the current global and economic conditions. All right. So for those of you that's going to be affected by this, hey, if it's word on the street, because you know, usually if you're going to lose your job, child, it's going to be a word on the street. People going to be talking, girl, did you know they get ready to be cutting by 20,000 jobs? Girl, I don't know. So you better start applying and figuring out what you're going to do, child, because that's a huge layoff. 20,000 jobs. 20,000. So not only is he deporting people from the U.S., child, he's also eliminating jobs. How are people going to survive without a fucking job? Crime is getting ready to go up. That's what's going up. Let me tell you what's getting ready to happen. Jobs are going to be cut. People are going to get desperate to survive and do the things that they need to do. As you guys can see now, they're already starting to put locks on meat in places like grocery stores and Walmart. So yeah, people are starting to steal. You don't have a job, you got to eat, you got to survive. You got children, that makes your thirst to survive a little bit more intensified. So you're gonna go out here and do some things that you probably never would do in order to make ends meet and do what you got to do. I ain't trying to tell nobody to go out here and commit no crimes. I ain't telling nobody to do that, but that's what it's looking like it's going to happen. If jobs keep getting cut, especially in droves like that, 20,000 with 73 facilities, people are going to start turning to crime. Okay. Period. That's just what's going to happen here. And this is a sad situation. So prayers. Y'all already know where we're heading. We keep talking about this. I told you guys the other day, when they get ready to start injecting or inserting rather these things into your body to where you can put your hand over the scanner and pay for things, we're headed toward the mark of the beast. We are headed towards the end of time. When you see stuff like this, please go read your Bibles. And I don't always like to turn to make this thing biblical, but we're really living in the end of days. We are really living in the end of days. When you see things like this, wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, mothers against daughters, fathers against sons, Trump in office. I know that's not in the Bible, but we can throw that in there. Situations like this, people are going to get desperate in order to do things. When you see things like this, when a person got to eat and you know things like the mark of the beast is coming, it's going to make people take that because they say, hey, I got to eat. So let me scan. I got to eat. So let me insert this foreign object into my body. Even though you know what that means and what that signifies, you're going to still do it in effort to be able to eat because you can't survive. So they're going to make it to where you're going, it's headed there. If you guys see, if you pay attention to what's going on, I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to everything. And that's exactly what it's headed, with people's jobs being cut, with tariffs being raised high. Things are going to get more expensive, and you're going to have to do things that you don't necessarily want to do to survive. Read your Bibles, get well versed on what's going on. I'm not doing it. I keep telling people, plant some things in your yard. This is a great time to start. The weather is getting ready. The seasons are changing. As seasons change, things change. You got to change with the season. If you're not changing with the season, if you like to be that type of person who just stay dormant and just stay in the place that you're in, you're not going to be able to survive. You got to be able to move with the change. You got to change with the change. When you see things like this changing and things like this happening, you got to get woke. You got to start thinking about, okay, this is happening. What is my backup plan? What is my backup plan for the backup plan for the backup plan? I keep a backup plan. I keep telling y'all, you ain't gonna catch me slipping, baby. I keep a backup plan. This shit over here ain't working. This is working. So while this is working and this is looking like it's not working, I'm getting ready to start something right here, just in case this collapse. So we got, this and this here going. You see how we go? Yes. I'm telling you. I keep telling y'all, I don't even like being outside and like gardens and shit, but I've really been. I told my husband, I'm really seriously considering putting me some squash and some okra and stuff like that in the backyard, just in case things collapse and things get a little sticky. Go back there and cut me some okra. Baby, I can make a meal out of anything. Black people, we know how to make a meal out of anything. We know how to survive because of where we come from and because of our ancestors. That stuff has been passed down to us. So when we get in sticky situations, we know how to flip this thing and survive. These people, not so much. They ready to leave Earth, honey. When this shit here don't work out, stuff like this happening, they ready to leave Earth. Some of us, most of us, black people, we gonna survive regardless. We know how to, baby, we know how to go in there and make some gravy and cut up some squash. Baby, we'll make a meal out of anything. Black people are so well versed when it comes to life. Most of us. Okay? Most of us can stand under pressure. But I said all that to say this. Make sure that you keep 1 foot ahead. Stay a step ahead. Because the way that this economy is going, the way the world is going, Trump is in office, all of these things it's not a haphazard event that all of these things are happening. But if you're not woke, and if you're not watching, and if you're not prayed up, and if you're not educating yourself on what the good book says, because it's telling you, it's a roadmap to where you're going in life. If you don't read your Bible, that's essential. I'm not trying to preach to anyone. And I know there's some people watching me, you may not believe in the Bible, but the Bible is definitely telling you what's happening And if you ignore that and you just going through life like, oh yeah, okay, whatever happens, I'll be okay. No, you won't. you definitely need to be woke. Okay, 20,000 jobs, 70 facilities, tariffs up, planes crashing, earthquakes every other freaking week. Hello, that's the Bible. Okay, get into it. Get into it. All right, stay prayed up. All right, and know who you're praying to out here. All right, let's get on to the next topic. I'm trying to tell you, you better stay prepared. You better get prepared, honey. Get your face in that book and keep your feet moving, honey. Keep your feet moving and keep your eyes in that book. That's my word for y'all today. Keep your feet moving and keep your eyes in that book. All right, it's never gonna steer you wrong. Stay prayed up too, honey. Pray every day. Every day. I got up this morning. I had my devotional that I do every morning. Me and God every morning. I prayed over my son. Came home. Did what I needed to do. Got on up here. Now I'm doing my show and now I'm letting y'all know. Same thing. It works. Okay. Gotta get here in the morning. You gotta get here with it. All right. Yes, God. All right, let's move on. Stay woke, honey. Stay woke. All right, so let's get into it. Giselle, honey. Giselle from Real Housewives of Potomac doesn't see Mia joining Real Housewives of Atlanta because she said that the ladies wear real designer clothes. Now she's throwing shade, not Fashion Nova, and advises the lady, says that not to believe anything that Mia says. Now, why are you going ahead and trying to chop Mia down from doing what she wants to do? It's giving a little hate. Now, Mia does lie quite a bit, but what business is it of yours, Giselle? Focus that attention on trying to get a man and keeping them. Okay. Focus that attention on that trap house that you live in. Focus that attention on trying to pay for that Range Rover that you just went out here and got after driving around in that Urkel car for several seasons. All right. I keep saying it. There's a lot of things I can tell you to focus on. But Mia says that Mia's exit possibly leaves space for Robin Dixon to return. Now, the issue with Robin Dixon is I don't feel that Robin should return to the show because Robin doesn't like to share anything. Hence the reason Bravo let her ass go in the first place. She and Juan are having some very serious marital issues because he is not happy being married. I think he married her for a storyline to keep her on the show. But now that did not work, Juan is back in the streets. Okay. Juan is back in those streets where he always wanted to be. Okay. Yeah. He is out there in them streets. And Robin, I don't think would be a great fit for the show. I think that that Giselle wants Robin back on the show because she needs an alliance. She needs someone as a friend to lean on this show. Now that Karen is gone, she didn't try to make up with Karen. Karen is gone. She's not really a good friend to anyone on the show because Giselle is a mean girl. She don't really get along well with girls. Okay, she really don't get along well with girls. So she wants Robin back on the show so she can have a little alliance. The rest of the girls don't really see it for her. They tolerate her. They don't really see it for her. Now, she has that little business with Ashley Darby, but Ashley is too chatty. Ashley be telling her business too damn much. Okay, so she don't really have that girlfriend like she had when Robin was on the show. But Robin don't got shit to talk about for her to even come back on the show. I mean, yes, she got a podcast. Yes, she and Juan got married. I mean, what else? Nobody cares about her hats. We don't care about that. What else does Robin have going on? But so she's so worried about Mia. Do I feel like Mia would be a great fit for Real Housewives of Atlanta? I already told you I don't feel that she would be. But let's get into what was said. All right. Let's get into what was said. Now, I don't see nothing Fashion Nova. Fashion Nova have some cute shit sometimes. I ain't gonna hold you. I purchased some things from Fashion Nova before. So call it what you want to. I don't always want to spend a huge dime when I go shopping. If I can find some a little cutesy that I can put it on, that shit look good. All right, it is what it is. Fashion Nova is Fashion Nova, but Fashion Nova got some cute stuff. If you go through there and shop and pick out the right thing that is form fitting to your body and look good, you get some good stuff off Fashion Nova. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, I don't fuck with Rainbow in places like that, but Fashion Nova, yeah, I've got some jeans before all Fashion Nova, and baby, they hug these curves like they need to. Come on, curves. One more. Okay, and baby, I put them hoes on and I got in the mirror. I was like, who is this? Who is this in the mirror? Fashion Nova. Come on in here, okay? But let's get on to it, y'all. Don't sleep Robin. Nova. Do not sleep on Fashion Nova. Okay, let's go. So Giselle said that she doesn't see Mia joining Real Housewives of Atlanta. Another hater. All right.
To come back? Potentially. We want Robin to come back. Yes, okay. Right, yeah. Is Robin down for that? That's a Robin question. But I don't see why she wouldn't be. Like, she'd be there with her girlfriend. That's right. Yes. We'll see. Okay. But it does leave room because we do have a Karen issue. We do have a Karen issue, yes.
We do. I
almost forgot about the Karen issue. Okay,
yeah, so we have that. Mia's gone, so it leaves room and space for others. But I always like, to like play with new people.
Yeah.
I mean, these things are fun to play with.
Yes.
And so she wasn't. Get glimmers of like, is this authentic? Are you telling the truth? What's happening here? The TJ of it all kind of messed it up for me.
Man, she's paying me to do the show, man.
What? Oh, he said what?
He said, she's paying you to do the show. Hold on.
If Stacey comes back for another season, hopefully we will learn the truth on the next season. I feel like you will demand the truth.
You can bet your page 6 we will.
Okay. Or Robin to come back?
Potentially.
We want Robin to come back. Yes, okay.
Of course.
All right,
Is Robin down for that? That's a Robin question. I don't see why she wouldn't be. Like, she'd be there with her girlfriend.
That's right.
Yes. We'll see.
Okay.
But it does leave room because, we do have a Karen issue.
Thanks for coming by, Sweet Essence. Please enjoy your trip. What is it? Field trip with with your kindergartner. All right. Have a good time.
We do have a Karen issue, yes.
We do.
I almost forgot about the Karen issue. Okay,
yeah, so we have that. Mia's gone, so it leaves room and space for others. But I always like, to like play with new people.
Yeah.
I mean, these things are fun to play with.
Yes.
And so she wasn't. Get glimmers of like, is this authentic? Are you telling the truth? What's happening here? The TJ of it all kind of messed it up for me.
Man, she's paying me to do the show, man.
What? Oh, he said what?
He said, she's paying you to do the show. Hold on.
So this dude was saying, "Hey, old girl paying me to be on the show. We ain't really together like that, But that's not highly unlikely because hell, how many times can you pay people to be on the show? Can you pay Walter to be on the show? Can you pay Matt to be on the show? Like we've seen that so many times with people on the show that don't really have a storyline. They pay people to be on the show to make them look good and make it seem like they have a relationship that they don't. So that's not unlikely. My mom's is telling me that we need a jam session because the lights are not up. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right. I need everybody to twerk on over, honey. Twerk on over, stanky leg on over, boots on the ground on over to the like button if you can for me. All right. Hey. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. Like that. Can you tell me what you like that? We waiting on y'all to get the likes up. Work on over. Work. Come on. Hey. Let's go. Oh. Rhop. Come on, Rhop. Hey. I said, Juan, stick around. He's older. I see that. 55, let's go. Lights up. Come on, get him up. Hey. Okay, hey. Hit it. Come on, y'all. Hey. Let's see how we looking. We got to keep going. Well, we got 262. All right, we'll take that for now. We might have to do another jam session because y'all be tripping. Somebody said wiggle it, jiggle it. Hey, yes, honey. We'll do a jam session in a minute. All right, let's get the lights up. All right, thank y'all so much. Moving on, 268. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, next topic. Now they were just talking about Mia. So this is Mia, honey, throwing it out there, making it seem like she could possibly be joining Real Housewives of Atlanta. She didn't move there for nothing. So obviously she's trying to get her foot in the door. She's hanging out with some of the girls from the show, Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's rubbing elbows with them. Y'all know that I just interviewed Sweet Tea from Married to Medicine, and she was saying, hey, I be hanging out with Mia too. And I'm like, you know, Mia be lying, right? I had to say it like that. She kind of looked at me like, I had to catch myself, and that just kind of slipped out. I was like, girl, you know Mia be lying, right? But hey, child, hey, it is what it is. But let's get into what Mia had to say, child, because she done moved to Atlanta. I think she was trying to say that Gordon moved too. So what is this, like one big happy family? I don't know. Let's go, child.
In a static. Okay, so you quit Housewives of Potomac in the reunion show of all things. Could you see yourself on Housewives of Atlanta, and have any of the ladies reached out to you?
Oh, you guys are getting really juicy, huh?
Yo, Nate, come on now. We're trying to get it.
Yes. So, it's a very juicy peach to have. And I am not going to say yes or no. I'm going to go to the table and eat wherever there's food on. And if there's nice, fuzzy, juicy peaches on it, I will grab one.
Okay. So it sounds like what you're saying is that you're about to be on Real Housewives, but you're not saying that. But it sounds like
it sounds like I'm not saying no.
Okay. Leaving the window of opportunity open.
1,000, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I actually think that, I owe it to my fans. Like, one of the things that I do love is that when we're out in the streets and our fans see us and they're like, wait, are we going to be able to watch this next season? Are you going to be on Atlanta? Please come to Atlanta. And I kind of like, if the opportunity presented itself and I was in a good space where I could do both, then I would 1,000% sign on.
So, sometimes people have to get, ushered in as a friend of the show.
Yeah.
So if you could, tether yourself to anybody which friend.
I mean, you can pick one. I know Cynthia. I know Porsha. I've met Kelly. I just met Shamia. She's amazing. I met Phaedra actually before becoming a housewife. The only person that I do not, I know Drew. The only person that I don't know is Angela. But I mean, she seems like a time. I can't wait to meet her. And, I just think they're all so amazing. So there's a lot of synergy there. So pick one.
Speaking of static, okay, so you quit Housewives of Potomac in the
it's giving you trying to hurry up and meet everybody so you can have a better chance of saying, oh yeah, let Mia on board, girl. We like her. No, we don't care, Mia. We didn't like you on Real Housewives of Potomac, and we damn sure don't want to see you over here. Okay, we really, really don't. You bring nothing. You brought nothing on Real Housewives of Potomac, and you damn sure ain't bringing nothing over here. We don't want to see you over here fighting with Gordon and your new dude, Ink, on Real Housewives of Atlanta. We don't care no more. I promise you, and I speak for everyone watching in the chat, in the bushes, in the world. We don't care, girl. Like, seriously, take your Michael Jackson nose and your Thriller face ass somewhere and sit the fuck down. Now, I'm getting irritated. Shit. I'm about to break my glasses fussing at you. No. Okay. Abort mission. Bravo, Andy. If you're watching my show, Andy, don't do it. Okay. Do not hire Mia on the damn show. Let her ass go out here and ask them at the window, do they want cheese on it or something like that? Okay. Go on back to stripping at a strip club or something. Go on down there to Magic City. They hiring. UPS ain't hiring no more, but Magic City is hiring. You got enough clear heels, because didn't you say that's how you met Gordon? Dancing off beat, twerking off beat. And he got your Thriller face ass and took you home. Yeah, he did, girl. You was twerking off beat with them cheap ass Payless clear shoes on. I think it was shoes of Payless. That's what people told me, girl. But anyway, so you had on them cheap ass Payless clear heels, and you was twerking off beat, and that's how you got Gordon, because he threw about 3 ones on your back, then took you home and ski on your back. That's what they said, girl. Yeah. Put worms on your back. Because y'all know that's what they say, child. Old men give you worms, child. So Gordon took her ass home and put worms all over your body and whatever. He was making it rain with 3 ones on your bike while you were twerking on him, girl. That's all I got. That's what Gordon said. Take these 3 ones, bitch, and move along. He took you home, girl, and skied worms on your back, and you stayed, girl. What kind of worms they were? Centipedes? I don't know shit. Fishing worms? I don't know what kind of worms he put back there, girl. But you stayed with his ass and had a few kids. Okay? Yeah, girl. Oh, girl, Girl, you had to wait on that blue pill. You had to wait 30 minutes, girl, for you can get you some. Because he had to take that blue pill. You know, that take time, girl. Oh, girl, that take time or whatever. ain't got time. Girl, oh, Lord. Girl, I'm laying on him with no drawers on for 30 minutes. Like, what are we doing? Shit. I got shit to do. Take my Palm Pilot and shit. Girl, you over there looking at your Palm Pilot for 30 minutes and he still ain't ready, girl. Now he done put them worms on your bike. Oh, girl, life must be hard. Let me move on, though. Life is hard over there, girl. It's hard. That life is the only thing that's hard over there. If you want to be serious, all right? Life is the only thing that was hard in your house, girl. Okay, that's it. But let's move on, girl. So former NFL star Larry Johnson claims that he saw some cheering, girl, that's children, kids, okay, at Jay-Z and Beyonce's party in the mid-2000s. Oh, somebody about to get sued. Now, y'all ain't learned shit from Piers Morgan and Jaguar Wright when they talked about the shit. Now, here you go. Now, if you saw it, I hope you got some pictures because Jay-Z is about that suing life, okay? Okay. The camel is coming. You don't hear that gallop sound? When you get to talk about Jay-Z and you trying to expose him and Beyonce, you hear that gallop? That means the camel coming. Him and his lawyers, honey, full speed ahead on your ass. Because he about to suit up out of you. Let's get into it. Ooh, child. Ooh. I'm sorry. Child got distracted by the camera, child. Y'all don't fuss at me. Don't fuss at me. Okay. Come here, bitch. You understand? All right. I'm sorry. I'm over here enjoying the show by myself. Silly me. Okay. Silly of me. All right. Let's go.
I did a Rockaware photo shoot in Colorado. And I think it was during the winter time of 06 or 07. And Naomi Campbell was there. Actress Jamie King was there. Jay was there. B was there. And he rented this house. And we were supposed to do this rap party for this photo shoot. We rented this house. And we were watching LeBron play. And after the game, it had to have been like 10 or 11 o'clock. So we getting ready to party. Mind you, it's all adults. There was a 13-year-old or a 14-year-old teenage Latin girl that was there. And I think she had to leave because she had school and she had to do homework. But she brought her mother with her. So it was no funny business going on, which I could respect that. So when 11 o'clock hit, we turned on the music, we started drinking, and then out of nowhere came these young children. I don't know where they came from. For a rap party at 11 o'clock at night, drinking, loud music, and us dancing wild. Like, I don't know where these kids came from. And then I happened to sit down because I was dancing with one of the assistants. I did a Rockaware photo shoot in Colorado.
Oh, Lord.
And I sat next to this child, and the child sat next to Beyonce. So I hear B say something about, doesn't this look sexy? Or isn't this sexy? And in my mind, and mind you, I'm not awakened as I'm awakened now. So in my mind, I'm like, what did she just say? And then I didn't pay no attention to it. And then, you know, obviously the liquor took hold of me and I had to leave. So I said bye to everybody and left. But those kids remained. I don't know if those kids were from the photo shoot themselves, but the fact that these kids came around adults during drinking hours or partying hours was already alarming to me. So when I hear something like this happens, I can't really discount it and say, oh, he could never do this, because I'm hearing stories. I'm seeing it with my own eyes, and I've been in situations where something don't sound or look right, and it's usually involving children. And I sat next to this child, and the child said,
Child. Now, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Somebody else already said it here. Jaguar Wright said the same thing. I don't know. I don't want to say I believe it, but damn, if everybody's saying it, I mean, damn. Now we've already heard about this shit going on with Diddy having kids at these parties where they go through like the little underground tunnels. I showed it on my show too, okay? And they kept the shit up, so obviously. But anyway, so there were some underground tunnels that they were taking these kids through, and one of the girls who actually started talking, and she has several videos out there, and I need to look her up because I can't remember her name right now. But anyway, I've talked about her, and I shared her video on here as well, where she talked about she was very, very young when she was brought into said situation, where she was made to do some things she didn't want to do at some of these Diddy parties. So that's why they were saying that maybe Jay-Z may be up next in terms of charges that's very similar to what Diddy is in jail for, allegedly. Let me go ahead and say that. But now that we keep hearing these types of things, I don't know what to think, y'all. Because this is not the first time that I've heard that celebrities be having these types of parties and children be popping up. Like, I've heard of them having dwarves up in there. Like, what the fuck is going on? Human buffets where they have these girls laid out on the table with food planted on them and people walking by picking food off, like sushi and stuff like that, off their bodies and stuff. I've seriously heard this because I be reading and getting very deep into shit like this, okay? And I was like, oh my God. This literally is not the first time I've heard this. Now, in terms of, Beyonce named a few times in this. Now, was it Beyonce or Sasha Fierce? Now, we know that's the same person, but she said she had the alter ego, and sometimes Sasha Fierce do some things that Beyonce don't do. Okay? I'm just saying. So was she in Sasha Fierce mode? Was her eyes looking a little... Because when she go into that Sasha Fierce, honey, her eyes be giving a little, demonic look. That's all. I like you, Beyonce. Okay. I like you. But when you go into Sasha Fierce mode, because I saw some videos online, baby, when she say she hit that Sasha Fierce mode, she be on some other shit. And I'll be like, ooh, I like you when it was here. But when you get some rock on ice, when she on that shit, I'll be like, what the fuck is going on? Where my Bible at? Well, my God, get to the red pages real quick when I see that shit. I'm like, ooh. That be me, baby. When I see that, when she turned into Sasha Fierce, baby, I got to get my Bible and turn to my red pages. I be scared a little bit. That's some demonic shit. I don't play with them demonic things now. Y'all know. I be like, where my Bible at? Get over here to the red pages. That be me, girl. Get that King James Version out right now, Lord. Woo. Put my hand on the red pages when I see that. See, Tam C said she saw it too. I know I ain't the only one. Now, I be trying to support you, Beyonce, but you be out here on that, some of that stuff be looking a little demonic. Just a rock on ice, Y'all know. And she be doing this shit here when her eyes be stretched out. I said, Beyonce, what the fuck is going on with you? Oh, girl, you drunk in love and something else is in that cup. My God. She eyes stretched out and she on this shit here with her hands going like this. I was like, oh my God. Girl, let me turn this TV off like Kendra Lamar said, honey, turn the TV off. Bitch, and unplug it too. Keep these spirits out of here. I told y'all I'm playing with spirits like that. I hope this ain't real, okay? Baby, yes, we got to go to the red pages in our Bible, girl, because that's where the Lord is talking. That's what my grandma taught me. When you see the red pages in the Bible, that's where the Lord is speaking, girl. I got to go there, okay? That's me, baby. You see that demonic stuff? I don't play around like that. So Beyonce and Jay-Z, I really hope y'all not on this kind of time because the people are saying y'all might be next after Diddy. Now, Diddy's case, today is the 1st. Y'all know the 5th is when Diddy's case is going to be coming out, honey, Cinco de Mayo. I'm going to be somewhere with a motherfucking burrito and taco and a margarita in my hand, okay? I'm out here. I'm going to be Mexican on the 5th, okay? In case y'all did not know, Caramel will be Mexican on May the 5th. That is Cinco de Mayo, bitch. I'll be Mexican that day. Gonna be burrito and tacos and shit. Okay. And margarita, a strong top shelf one too. All right. Yeah. So Beyonce and Jay-Z, I don't know. Y'all need to be out of jail, honey, so y'all can be over here with Blue Ivy and the other little girl that y'all done brought on stage, honey, where she is trying to upstage Beyonce, honey. She is gonna take your spot. I just know it, honey, little roomy. And we don't even see the son, child. He was like, fuck all this. I ain't trying to be on no stage. Let me sit back here and look at my damn book and my iPad. That's what he want to do. Okay. But Rumi, honey, Rumi was up there. Rumi's on this shit. She ready, honey. They put Rumi up there, honey. What's her name? Blue up there on this shit. She on that. And they done brought little Rumi's ass out. She like, hey, let me get back to it. That's Rumi, child. Rumi said, let me get back in the character. I was like, look at her. Rumi is going to be the next Beyonce. I'm sorry, okay? Yes. I was like, look at Rumi. She's like, hi, grandma, hi. Oh, that's Oprah. She's like, fuck y'all. Let me get back in the character. I was like, oh, shit. Yes, girl. Let them know. All right. But yeah, prayers for Beyonce and Jay-Z, girl, because I don't think y'all ready for the penitentiary, girl. I don't think you and Sasha Fierce, and 3 people going to be locked up. Beyonce, Sasha Fierce, and Jay-Z. All right, all 3 of them. Their asses is going to the jail, honey. Prayers to you, though. I don't know what to tell you. Let's move on, though. Whew. Lord have mercy. Child, where that jail at? Ooh, child, where them cuffs at? Your ass about to be going. Everybody saying y'all got them kids down there. I don't know what to tell you. That's 3 people I done heard say it. 3 people done said y'all got them cheering down there past their bedtime at them parties. Okay, that's what they say. All right, so Shaduer, let's talk about him. See, they trying to keep a black man down. They done pick this man, the 144th person child to be picked out here. Okay, for the Cleveland Browns, they thought they were trying to send a message and do something, but the Lord came up in here. This is somebody saying, Hove, yeah, that's 4 people, girl. Jay-Z, Hove, Beyonce, and Sasha Fierce. All 4 of y'all asses gonna be locked the fuck up here real soon. I just feel it in my bones. All right, Jaguar Wright, she kicked it off. She kicked the shit off. And here we go. Okay, here we go. Ooh, Lord. All right, so Shaduer Sanders, honey, let me get back in the characters. Shaduer Sanders makes history, you guys, as the first ever 5th round pick to have the #1, girl, that's right here with it. Boom. #1 selling jersey among the NFL rookie draft class. Okay, let them know. He was like, I don't give a hot boiling damn if y'all pick me in the 5th lineup. I don't care if I'm 144th. Guess what? This jersey, they still checking. Right back in. It says Sanders, and they want to wear it. Yeah, that's see how you do. See how they be trying to do our black men. And I keep saying, yes, he got a little cockiness, and that comes with the sport. You got to have that. That's called good sportsmanship. All right. His daddy taught him where his daddy was cocky, but that does not take away from the game. That does not take away from him being a great player. Let him have a little cockiness. It's okay. As long as it's not too much. All right. A little bit of cockiness is good, but when it gets to be too much to where nobody can tell you shit and you too arrogant with it, I don't like that. But he has just enough confidence and cockiness to get him where he needs to go. As long as that sportsmanship is where it needs to be, that game is still on. Yes. So shout out to him for having the #1 rookie jersey out here. Okay, the #1 selling rookie jersey. Okay, yes, honey. So hey, somebody say I want one too. Hell yeah. All right. So support our black men. Support him. He is black excellence out here. He did get signed, as you guys know, in case your spaceship just landed yesterday, child, or today. He did get drafted, honey, for the 2025 draft for the Cleveland Browns. All right, so they snatched him up, and they snatched him up. All right, let's move on. All right, so yesterday we talked about Brian McKnight lying stinking ass. All right, now because y'all know he is suing Jaguar Wright for saying that he was out here with the Constitution or the Constitution out here. But his wife now sat down with Tasha K and was telling all Brian business, girl. And when I was scrolling through these YouTube streets and I saw it, I said, oh my God, I want to talk about it. So yeah, since I don't like Brian McKnight no more, all right, he's back at 1 when it comes to me. Back at 0, really, because I don't fuck with him. I don't listen to none of your music no more, Brian. Yeah, no, we done with you. No. You're not in my headsets. You're not on my iPod. You're not on my laptop. You're nowhere. Not even in my car. If you come on, it's like R. Kelly now. We turn you because you are not a great representation of black people. We don't like you no more. Okay. And obviously the people down there at the box office, they don't like your ass either because they ain't buying no tickets to come and see you. Okay. You need to change your song from One Last Cry to One Last Song because, bitch, we don't want to hear it no more. We don't want to hear One Last Cry no more. All right, so let's get into him. let's get into what this wife had to up and say about him, child. So shout out to Tasha K, baby, because that's what we're looking at it. This is where we're looking at, child, because she is telling all his damn business. Brian was a hot damn mess. I don't know how she stayed with him or anybody stayed with him. Brian he's a narc. He's a very arrogant asshole, and I'm gonna say that. And he's not a good father. So all three of them combined give you a chop for me, Brian. Okay, Brian. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of the gray hairs up your ass and everything else. I'm sick of you. Let me go ahead and play this before I get real mad. Shout out to Tasha K. Now she says, Tasha K tells Brian McKnight ex-wife that he must have some good out there, girl, to have all them damn kids. Brian got a bunch of kids too. Okay. He was crooning the hell out of them women. All right. Singing in their damn ear, baby. Draws was like, boom. All right. He was pulling the women. A few of them came over there with no draws on. Okay, and they left pregnant, obviously. But let's get into the show. What up, schoolboy in the house? Y'all show schoolboy some love. All right, that's the homie. Yes.
He must have had some really good dick.
He's
for you to say, I do,
but then I didn't. So, but we still have the children that keep.
He had no more while he was with you, did he?
No. Oh, no.
I would have took him first appointment down to the vasectomy office. In order for me to marry you, this is what you got to do.
No, he was who was needed at the time.
And it looked like he provided a lot of needs around the community.
He was a good one too. He was a healing experience as well.
I bet he did heal that pussy.
Love.
Hey kids, you can't tell me that man ain't got good teeth. You cannot tell. I'm sorry, Miss McKnight. I know that I'm a singer, and I'm just sorry. I just got to, I got to keep it 100. Like that would be the only thing. If he's able to make me forget about all of those children.
I was good with all the babies and the moms too. So,
Yeah.
We're still good too. So,
okay. I love it.
When I told you that.
All right, the boys and I came home from a vacation, and
all right, so this clip here, Brian McKnight's ex-wife speaks on. Now she did a whole interview with her. We're just gonna look at these clips because these were like very interesting. I was like, oh my god, now I'm gonna have to go watch the whole entire interview and see what other tea she's spilling on Brian. All right, so Brian McKnight's ex-wife speaks on the time that he unexpectedly made her and her kids move right after they came back from vacation. I thought that was very weird.
We didn't even realize he had gotten us a new apartment. I was apparently getting moved out. I had no idea.
Wait a minute, hold up. He put you out of your house?
We were asked to move after we returned from a vacation, and that's in the book too.
Oh, Brian McKnight, no. We're gonna get this book.
Damn.
Wait a minute. You went on vacation with his kids.
Yes, we spent the summer every year in North Carolina with my family.
When you did your yearly, I'm going to the summer to spend because you on the road doing what you want to do. You come back and he says, I want to move you out of the house you've been keeping for years into an apartment with y'all two kids.
Yes, he found a great little townhouse for us, not far from where he was, and we moved into there maybe a few days after we got back from North Carolina.
Did you see this coming?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That sorry son of a bitch.
No.
Oh, that sorry ass. He wasn't even man enough to face you.
No, he wasn't in town. Sometimes the lifestyle is cool for folk.
Okay, so she says here, said that Brian McKnight's ex-wife, this is the last one. Brian McKnight's ex-wife explains why she worked at TJ Maxx while they were married. This nigga is on tour. Do y'all know how much money Brian McKnight was making on tour? Now she's free to do what she want to do. She want to work, then she can work. But that's very cringe and weird that your wife would have to work at TJ Maxx and you are Brian McKnight. Like literally, like.
I'd be lying if I didn't say I loved my infinity pool. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I'd be lying if I said I, didn't love my fabulous kitchen and going to the garage and choosing whatever car I wanted to drive. But at the end of the day, I'm cool. In the middle of that, I went to work at TJ Maxx. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, I need life. And
You was working at TJ Maxx while you was married to Brian McKnight?
I did. Because I felt like I was in a
girl. Hold on, wait.
That is weird. That's crazy.
It was short lived, but I had to get out there.
How did that work out for you? Did people eventually find out whose wife you were?
No, and that's the beauty of it. Until the Ebony magazine, nobody knew. So
So when the Ebony magazine hit, everybody was like, wait a minute.
They were, or either they thought, no, maybe that's not. I was just so under the radar, which was perfect for me because it allowed me to be in circles with other celebrity wives, but I wasn't really present with them. And then I could just be at home in my flip-flops and my jeans and my tank top and chilling in my baseball cap, teaching my kids and writing or whatever. But I had to get, I came from a family of women that did things, you know what I mean? And my passion was my music, my writing. And when I wasn't able to do that, I had to be functional.
When life gives you lemons,
ain't no damn way I'm about to be Brian McKnight wife and I'm down there working at no damn TJ fucking Maxx. I'm sorry. It ain't nothing against no TJ Maxx, and a job is a job. Yes, it is. But you're Brian McKnight's wife. Yeah, you are Brian McKnight's wife, baby. No ma'am. Ain't no damn way. People are like, ain't you Brian McKnight wife? You down there checking people out at the checkout counter. You over there hanging up shirts in TJ Maxx as Brian McKnight's wife. See what I'm talking about? This type of nigga he is. Because when you come up, your wife come up too. Your wife's supposed to live the same lifestyle as you. His ass wouldn't have been working at no damn TJ Maxx. He would not have gotten on stage to go and sing and perform and take his ass home and go put on his damn uniform and go down there at the Target somewhere and down there putting shit on the shelf at the Target, putting stuff together at Target, getting buggies out of the parking lot from Target as Brian McKnight. You would have done that. So why does your wife have to do it? You're one. So if it's understood that she's going to be a housewife and stay at home and raise your children, you in a Range Rover, I'm in a Range Rover. And I'm going to need them black on black tires, baby. Peanut butter seats. I'm just saying. I'm going to need the peanut butter seats. I'm going to need our black rims. I'm going to need a kit on my truck. I'm just saying. You Brian McKnight. You got to pay where you lay. Women. I'm just saying, you in a different tax bracket. You here in the tax bracket and you want her down here. That's the shit I'm talking about with a black woman. Now that Hawaiian chick he married to, she ain't at no damn TJ Maxx. He don't allow her to work. She don't do shit but sit at home and spend his money while he is on fucking stage with them 5 people who came to see his ass because don't nobody else check for his ass no more. You see what I'm saying? It's different when you here with it and here with it. Now, you were married to a black queen and you had your black queen down there at the TJ fucking Maxx. But now you married to a Hawaiian woman, and because she fair-skinned and whatnot with, the Becky with the good hair, she get to sit at home with her feet up and crossed and watching Maury Povich and Victor Newman and them hoes while your ass is on stage, but the black wife that you were married to got to go and get a job down here. Y'all see the difference? This is what I be talking about. When they get a little coin and they feel like they made it, all of a sudden we become their, I ain't your maid. What's going on here? Something in the buttermilk ain't clean, like my grandma say. Oh, that makes me mad. That makes me mad. They expect the expectation for black women when they are married to a man with a coin is way different than when they're married to a Becky. Do y'all not get where I'm coming with this? That shit pissed me off when I saw that. I said, I know the fuck you did not say that you had to work at TJ Maxx. And then a nigga came home from vacation and told you had to get out of your house. No, I will not. See, that's how you got to know. We need some more Shani O'Neals. A lot of women were mad at Shani O'Neal. Oh, she took that man money. No, the fuck she didn't. She was married to Shaq. You know how many babies she pushed out for that nigga? You got every right to get in your Range Rover, crank that push start, because you're supposed to be in a push start, baby. And if you're on a certain tax bracket, baby, you're in push start. You can fuck that key. Push start, drive to the bank, and move some money around. You ain't got to say shit to him. You the wife. Whatever you have, so do I. You in red bottoms, my bottoms need to reflect. You got on a Versace. I need Roberta Cavalli. Burn. You got to pay where you like. Period. Period. The hell? You got on designers? And I'm down there Rainbow? The devil is a lie, and nothing against Rainbow. Y'all want to wear Rainbow. But I'm saying the caliber of person that you become when you ask me to marry you, I have a certain lifestyle that I require. So if you ask me to stay home and raise your children, that means I'm a housewife. And put up with your bullshit on top of that, the least you can do is put a bitch where she need to be. I'm just saying. Don't take me on a 5-star vacation and bring me home. Oh, so I got you over here in the townhouse. I'm going to stay here in the mansion, but you and the kids here in the townhouse. I'm going to rent that bitch out, and I'm coming back to the mansion. And every dime I get from the townhouse goes to my account since you want to play with me. Okay? And when you go back on tour, I'm going to have some money in some offshore accounts that you can't touch and don't know where the fuck they are. You know why? Because I'm the wife. Everything that you own into the marriage, everything that's acquired during the marriage is half mine. So you got to know your rights when you're in certain situations, women. That's why I said stop being girlfriends playing wifey out here. You asked me to marry you? Do you know what comes with this shit? Y'all may have an attitude from time to time. So what? That comes with the territory. I might snap on your ass a little bit. Okay, but understand, you ain't about to give me no fucking allowance as your wife and tell me you only get to pay this. Fuck your rules. Okay, if my name is on that, account, my name need to be on that account. Let's put it there, because you got some of these men like, nah. I can go to the bank and do what the I want, because I'm the wife. You don't get to tear down my walls with the strength of your love. And I'm on no fucking allowance. Ooh, y'all play too much. You play way too much. Let's move on. That was real cutesy. You wanted that was real cutesy. Women, y'all better know y'all rights when it comes to these fucking men, because they will up and play in this area. That's your face. They will play all around here, honey. All in this area, honey. No. You don't get to play with me like that. No. I know my rights, baby. I know my rights. I'm digging all into your account, baby. Pockets like rabbit ears, bitch. Yes, you get a new pair of shoes. So do I. And I'm monitoring. I'm monitoring the account because I'm the wife. That's what we're supposed to do. Okay. You got a new car? I need to see a bow on top of a car. That means that shit belongs to me. And there needs to be a pink slip as well. If you Brian McKnight type of money, Brian McKnight been out since what? Early 2000s, 90s? So you got old money, nigga. You got old money. There's no reason why. There's no reason why I need to dial my lifestyle back when you out here on the you out here living like Diddy. You on this shit here. I want to be like this too. Shit. Y'all be playing too much. I kind of blame the wife a little bit because you allow Brian to play with you like that because you ain't know your rights as a wife, as Brian McKnight wife. Because I bet you that new Hawaiian wife that ran out here and married his ass and hurried up and had a baby to secure her future. But that's what they do. They hurry up and get pregnant, child. They marry them little foreign women. They ask to go and hurry up and have a baby because they got to secure the bag, honey. That's 18 years of guaranteed checks. And don't mess around and make them go to college, bitch. 21 years. They stretch that shit. You on college. They tell their child, Mom, I don't want to go to college. The fuck you don't. Child like, Mom, I don't think I'm going to college. You ain't fucking up my money. Yes, you will. Matter of fact, you're going to be a doctor. You know how long you got to go to school to be a doctor? You telling your kids at 3 years old, you're going to be a doctor one day. Because you're thinking about you got to span that shit out. Okay, you got to take courses. His levels to being a doctor. So that money stretch out a little bit longer past 18 years when they got to be a doctor or something, like I don't know shit. Something that's real important out there. Okay, you want to take all them damn courses while you sit there and line your pockets. That's your meal ticket. There ain't nothing wrong with encouraging your kids, but we all know why you doing it. Because you trying to come up. You using kids as a come up. And that's what these women do. When they get with these black men, they get, and I ain't even mad at it. I hope she take every fucking dime you got, that new wife, Brian. When that shit don't work out, I hope she clear your bank account and your ass be at TJ Maxx down there sweeping up and taking out the trash and getting buggies. Because ain't nobody coming to hear you sing no more. Not that many people. It sure ain't. I hope you got some residuals set aside. I ain't coming to see your ass. But let's get into this thing right here on my screen, child. This roach with braids, a.k.a. Heavenly. Let's get into this cockroach with braids on my screen. I cannot take her. Oh, my God. She irks myself. But we got to talk about it, child. Because she threw a little subtle shade towards, I said, clock, you better clock that T. Okay, you better clock it. Okay, so Heavenly child, y'all call her Dr. Hellish, so we'll stay with that. Dr. Hellish girl, okay, the one with her husband's teeth is jacked up, look like he bit somebody, like piranha teeth in the bottom down there. But look like he'll bite you if he walk up on you. He's supposed to be a doctor. Do he be biting his clients while they back there? Be like, he about to do surgery, he just bite them open. He don't use what's a little thing the doctor use to slice you open when they do a surgery? Why can I see him doing that now? Heavenly husband don't use the little suture thing to cut them open when they do a surgery. He just bite their ass. Be like, okay, yes, we need sutures. Okay, yes, we gotta put him to sleep. Did we do that already? All right. Okay. Then he put his little surgical mask on. He just get to biting their ass. Oh, this is him. He bite them open and then go in there and do what he gotta do. That's what your husband's teeth look like he do now. That's what they gave me, girl. He don't use the thing to cut them open like the real doctors do. He bite them open. Wait, them teeth look on the bottom. And you a whole dentist. Let me read her ass right quick. I ain't done. Girl, you a whole dentist out here. They done gave you a whole award saying you dentist of the year. And your husband's teeth look like he been biting on Coca-Cola cans out this bitch. Yeah, it do, girl. Yes, it do, girl. Your husband's teeth look like he been biting open Coca-Cola cans, Sprite cans, girl. Brick sandwiches out here with extra brick sauce, girl. All of it. What? Anyway, let's get into it. Oh, child. He's a cockroach braids, child. This is a cockroach braids. But you trying to come for our Porsha, and I get it, honey. She deserved this straight because when you out here saying that you're gonna be up and sleeping with somebody, man, or you can take somebody, man, that is not a flex because everybody don't play about their man, okay? Girl, that's 3 to the dome type of work right there, Porsha. You better fall back, all the way back, because you're gonna run up on the right wife. All right. And the same way you snatched out Kenya bangs at the reunion, they're going to get your front bangs, back bangs. They're going to snatch your comb over. They're going to snatch your damn lashes off. Then probably get some of them ass hairs too while they at it. You really need to watch that because this is 2025 and women are not playing nowadays about that. No. Okay, me. I don't play either. All right, but let's get into what Heavenly had to say. So Heavenly child says that talking about sleeping with my man child is fighting words. Now, you ain't fought nobody. You ain't even swatted a fly, Heavenly. Because when Contessa tried to run up on you, you was calling for security and they was eating a $5 footlong. They were like, bitch, I'm not about to come off lunch break to stop this fight. I'm not do that. You want to talk all that shit, you better get over there. You better get in the ring, girl. That's what security told her ass on Married to Medicine. She started some shit with Contessa. Y'all know Contessa is military. Military trained, okay? You done started some mess with Contessa to talk about her mom and everything. Then you done got your ass over there, security, when Contessa was about to get on your ass. Security was like, bitch, I'm eating my $5 footlong. I wish the fuck I would put this sandwich down and come over there and break up a fight that you initiated. Bitch, get in the ring. Go be about that life. We on lunch. Ain't nothing like getting your ass beat on a good old lunch break. But anyway, girl. So, Heavenly, who always says she gonna fight somebody and never do. Okay, you ain't never bitten up. Well, your husband did. Maybe your husband might. But anyway, girl. So she said that's fighting words for her, especially if you're pretty. Okay. So she says that every time I see you, it's on site. That means you just gonna see her. Because you ain't put no hand, you ain't throwing no hands. So every time I see you, it's on site. On site mean I see you, and that's all you're gonna do is see her. Because I don't know if you know that Porsha got hands. Did you ask Kenya that? Did you see the video when she drug Kenya? Did you see when she was fighting Cynthia? I mean, did you hear about her running down the alley to put hands on somebody? Porsha will fight you. So Porsha is not gonna do a whole lot of talking and arguing. See them braids right here? Let's see, let me count them. About right there, about them 4 right there. You don't remember the girl that ran into her boyfriend down there on that show we were talking about? Girl, all this here gonna be gone. You don't spend all that good money to lose some braids over Porsha, because Porsha will snatch them hoes out. I'm trying to tell you, Porsha will fight you. But let's get into what Heavenly had to say.
But I'm gonna say it anyway. Y'all talk about sleeping with my man, them fighting words. I'm just saying, I ain't talking about nobody. Y'all say y'all gonna sleep with my husband, we got to fight. Especially if you pretty, especially if you
classy type lady. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you.
You think you probably could do it. Don't say you gonna sleep with my man. Please don't, because I'm gonna have to fight. Every time I see you, it's gonna be on site. Chad, don't even worry about it. They know, the people know. It's on site for y'all. It's on site. Okay?
She must have just learned that phrase, because I've never heard you say that, Heavenly. You talk a whole lot of shit all the time, and I've heard several videos. I've never heard you say nothing about being on site. You must have just learned that from your daughter. And I don't see you doing anything on site, okay? Now, your husband, you might want to bring him. He look like he'll bite the hell out of somebody if something pop off. But you, it's not giving that for you, girl. It's really not giving that.
Praise God, my little man. Leave my little man out of it, baby, because we gonna thank God for everything. I ain't trying to be messy today. Listen, I know I'm wrong for this.
Want Damon. Let's just put that out there. Don't nobody want Damon but you. Now he got a coin. There's some Becky's out there that'll snatch him up. But I don't need a nigga that I gotta immediately put on my dental plan just to say I got a nigga out here. I don't need that. Girl, that's costing me money. Girl, don't nobody want Damon. Has anybody ever looked at Dr. Damon and be like, damn, I'm about to take that nigga from you, girl. Ooh, girl, I'm about to take your man because he fine out here, girl. He is not Denzel. He ain't even Flavor Flav. Like, Damon is not fine. I'm sorry. Damon is not fine. Why do you always think somebody want Damon? It really shows your insecurity. Like, Porsha was not even talking about you. She was not even referencing Damon in his shark teeth having ass. She was not talking about Dr. Shark Teeth. But here you come. Girl, it's going to be on site. I guess it's on site if you trying to take my man, because I'm fighting you, girl, on site. Girl, no. Don't nobody want Damon. I promise you no one wants Damon. I promise you. Okay? With his whispering ass. Yeah, I told him. Like, what? Huh? I don't want no nigga I gotta have closed caption on when child. You gotta have on closed caption to hear your man. With his soft talking ass. Ain't no child. Yeah, so I told Heavenly that she really needs to, dial back. What? Girl, bye. Girl, boy, you got a soft man. Your man is moist and soft with crooked ass teeth. And I can say that because I have braces now. I talk about everybody's teeth because my shit's straight now. Picture that, okay? Plot twist. See, I can talk about people's teeth now because my shit is fixed. All right? God. Nobody want his ass, his moist, soft talking ass. Where do you see my teeth? Where do you see my teeth? That's what they say. Girl, your husband is the third member of the Yin Yang Twins with his soft talking ass. Where do you see my teeth? Where do you see my teeth? He's saying, like, where do you see my teeth? That's Damon. Girl, get off my screen with this bullshit. Don't nobody want Damon. I promise you. I don't think. Where do you see my teeth? Okay. He the third member of the Yin Yang Twins. The other one with the arm like this. Everybody in the group fucked up. All right. Damon got the fucked up teeth. Old boy y'all know old boy got the messed up arm. Okay. Hey girl, this him. Hey girl. Damon in the background. Where do you see my teeth? He the hype man. Where do you see my teeth? Nigga, we see him. All right, stay back there. You stay in the back because you like you gonna bite everybody on the front row at the damn. Everybody on the front row. Okay, he gonna bite everybody on the front row at the concert. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a bite. It's gonna be. They don't even need security when Damon comes on the damn stage. They don't even need security at Yin Yang Twins show because Damon got it. Anybody get acting up, he gonna bite their ass. Huh? Yes, he will. Why do you see my teeth? That's Damon. The whisper song. His ass get up there on the whisper song. Why do you see my teeth? That's him. Why do you see my teeth? Shut up, Damon. Shut your ass up. Anyway. Heavenly, that's for you, okay? Oh, she gonna be mad when she see this. Let me see, do I care? Hell no. Let me see, let me check it one time. Do I care? Fuck no. Oh, I'm feeling petty today. I'm feeling so petty. Let's move on now. I had to get that out of my system. I've been holding that, y'all. I've been holding that. Oh, I've been holding that. I've been holding that, girl. Oh, Lord. I don't know why we want to talk about people's teeth now that my shit fixed. I don't know why. That's Satan in me, okay? I don't talk shit about people's teeth when my shit was crooked, but I don't know. It is what it is, child. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Dr. Shark teeth out here. I'm not taking my man. Girl, nobody want that food. Don't nobody want. He got a little bag. Nigga take a bitch out to eat a few times. Buy me a couple drinks. Okay, top shelf. Top shelf type of bitch. Because we're a top shelf type of bitch or whatever. You can take me out and buy me a few drinks, but you ain't going to get none of this poo nani. You damn sure ain't about to go down there. Bitch, you ain't giving me a hysterectomy. Fuck you want. I'm trying to have some more kids, maybe. Maybe, if I want to. Dr. Dang look like he talking about he out there with them Beckys. He done gave a few Beckys probably a little hysterectomy a time or two. Okay, yeah, he did. All right, let's move on up. So I found this clip and I want to talk about it because I thought this was kind of some low vibrational bullshit, but they were kind of telling the truth a little bit. Y'all stop. I'm trying to keep a straight face. Okay. So Mariah, who I hope to God come back this season because they're getting ready to start. What is this? Yeah, they're getting ready to start filming, I think, this week for the next season of Married to Medicine. I pray to God because there's been rumors that she's coming back to make some appearances this season for Married to Medicine. And I really hope so because I like Mariah. I'm a fan of Mariah. I ride for Mariah. I really do. And no one could put heavily in her place like Mariah. Okay. Where do you see my teeth? All right. So Mariah hugged, honey, and heavily discussed Cecil and Simone's marriage. Now, for a minute, Cecil was a beard because I feel like he was a little intimidated by the amount of money that Simone was making, which probably made him, because y'all know how men be a little petty. And let's use Melody and Martell, all right? I always said I felt like Martell became this BAN. We all know what that is, a biatch ass ninja. After Melody became this, she was already that when she came on the show, but as her star began to rise and as they became more prevalent. I like that word because we sound, we're a little educated. In the YouTube streets and on our TV screens, all right, more so Melody, from her speaking engagements and things of that nature, as Martell would say. He became a little jealous of her. So you got to be careful, like I said to you guys before. If you are with someone, your significant other, if they're jealous of you, it's going to show in the things that they do, in the pettiness. And I always said I feel like Martell started effing with Ariane as a means of being jealous of Melody to probably prove a point to her and show her like, hey, I can do some shit out here too. I feel like he was jealous of her, and I feel like he used that. Just like I feel like Cecil was using that situation with that girl where he was saying he was going, what was it, golfing or whatever, and Simone was like, "Look, no, I'm your wife. Like, why you can't tell her no, you can't do that?" I feel like he was a little jealous of Simone being the breadwinner, just like Melody was in the relationship. And you have men who do that; they act out as a means to try to teach you a lesson or show you that they can be, that person too, because you're that person, because you're that girl, because you're making moves, because you're making money moves and calling the shots because of what you make. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's men out there like that. Teyana Taylor went through that with her ex now, okay? They went through the same thing. He was jealous of her because of what she made. So let's get into this clip I found on Facebook, child. All right. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked because that's originally where it came from. So let's go ahead and play.
His wife, what's her name?
Simone.
They're going through it. They've been
Right.
going through it since the reunion. Everybody kind of rallied around Simone there, which I thought was great to see other
Yeah.
Black women supporting each other. But at this point, I really want her to leave or get it together. Like you got to give them a chance or you got to give it up.
I think that in their marriage specifically, it's a lot of hurt there. It's a lot of hurt. I think it's very difficult for a black man to be married to a physician, a woman that's the breadwinner. And Cecil, unfortunately, lost his job, you know, on TV. That's hard for
So he
any black
needs
man.
her.
His name is Cecil.
No, hold on.
They
hold
need
on.
each other.
Not, if he ain't got no job and she's a physician, he needs her.
No, it's different though. And you know what? I think that we're the only culture that looks at it that way. I think every other culture, I see how my husband's family operate. And it's out of seven, it's 7 of them. And 5 of them are doctors. And you know what they do? Most of them live together, work together, support the other person. So I feel like I don't know why that there is this stigma attached in the black community that says if you're a man, you can't stay there and help with the kids. If that's the most appropriate thing for your family to help get ahead, then
that
you should
sounds
do that.
really, really good. That sounds really good. However, a black woman, we gonna be honest. If our husband's not going to work, come on now.
You need to be honored to serve him. Ain't that what you said?
No. But I'm saying it's something that comes out of you if a man ain't bringing home a check. I'm just saying for me. I'm not saying so anybody.
But if you gotta deliver a baby at 3 o'clock in the
morning, if I'm
morning,
getting up every day going to work, you going looking for something.
But you still have
that's just me.
children.
That's me.
Well,
somebody still have to take care of the house.
household. We have black men in the house. Our kids
But
are grown.
I agree.
My kids are grown. I'm talking about me.
I don't
My
think
kids are grown.
I don't think that it's an issue if a black woman is or a woman is the breadwinner and the husband is. What I'm saying
the problem is when she says it all the time.
But not just that, because I do feel like sometimes you keep a person in a relationship to abuse them. I know I was in a relationship that went south, and I kept them around to make them miserable. And every time I saw them miserable, it made me feel better. And it wasn't until 3 years after I was in the relationship that I go, damn, I'm miserable on top of making this motherfucker miserable. So what I'm saying is something happened to where the marriage was on the rocks. Then at the reunion, they decided we're going to try to make it work.
Right.
But it seems like now I'm watching the trailer, she's punishing him or somehow not really allowing it to, like to actively try to work it out. Looks the same required. Your husband.
I think they're punishing each other. I think. And I think it's different if you meet a guy and he's not working, but I think you got to be honest. Cecil has had a job and held down one for a very long time. He was in IT, worked for top, one of Fortune 10 company.
But I think the problem is it's been so long. He hasn't had a job and he's not communicating with her.
Yeah.
As to how
that could be a huge problem.
Job. I mean, if we married and you don't have an income, you're going to tell me something. Talk to me.
And I'm saying all that, but my
I
man
understand
work.
him. But I understand that men are,
but in your 2 situations, being married women, who's the breadwinner in your household?
Well, my husband's an ER physician. I do very well too. It's been a time where I made a lot more than him, but now that he has a surgical center, we made a big sacrifice on that. He now out earns me, but for years I made more than he did.
But does being the breadwinner mean you're being out earned? I think
because we both brought home the bread.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought he was asking who made the most money.
I want to know. Yeah, I mean,
but both of us always made money.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way. I did pharmaceuticals. I was a journalist. I was a public affairs news anchor for the NBC affiliate in my hometown and producers. For 5 years. Then I moved to Atlanta, became a pharmaceutical sales rep. Then I went on to do devices, making more than most doctors I know today. Wow. Absolutely. I left my job because my husband decided that he wanted to do a second residency in ER. And
this one right here?
Yeah, same one. Absolutely. Yeah. And and you know what? He was right. I wanted him to be happy. And then as soon as he finished, he said, you need to go back to writing and get back in TV and do what you really love. They came to me to do Housewives, and I decided not to do it.
You would have been good on that show.
I would have been amazing.
I think
you would have been amazing.
And they would have I would have had at least 1 or 2 that liked me, honey. They could have dealt with my extra credit.
That's who else you kind of look like. You also look like
who?
Is it not Charisse? No. The girl from Potomac. That used to be married to the pastor.
Know what? I've heard that before. Yeah.
We look related.
Yeah. What's the light skin and eyes? Who looks related?
Me and her.
She don't look like you.
We look like we come
like
from the same
place. She's extremely beautiful.
I'm from Gary, Indiana.
Okay, I know Gary.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that? So Mariah kind of jumped cultures because I think Aiden is Indian or something like that. Of course, they have different rules and regulations and in different ways that they do their household. Because a lot of them, it's kind of like Jeannie Mai when she was talking about when she married Jeezy, she wanted her family to move into the house. That's kind of what they do when they marry outside of their culture. Okay, black people, black women, we think differently. Like, your man is not about to sit at home all goddamn day with no damn job playing PlayStation while you go to work. If a situation like that occurred, okay. But of course, they were saying Cecil's had great jobs, IT jobs, and right now he's working real estate, because I follow him and I see that. But he's doing very well. From what I see, he's always selling a house, so he's bringing in money. But of course, Simone being a doctor, she's making more money. But it's really not about that, because like I said, this is 2025, where women are out here stepping out and we're doing things with bosses now. We're really coming up. So I feel like if you're married, it should not be who makes the most money, being that it's in the same household. So what if Simone is a doctor? So what if Cecil sell real estate? As long as the bills are paid, you guys are happy, you're being able to live the lifestyle that you want and or deserve. It shouldn't come down to who is doing it. I think a lot of men feel like it demasculates them for a woman to make more money than them, and it shouldn't be looked at in that way. Now, if something happens when you're married to someone and they lose their job, as the wife, you're supposed to carry on until your husband finds another job, but he should be actively looking for another job. Now, in terms of what Mariah was saying, culturally, her husband told her, hey, I'm getting ready to take on this second residency, meaning he wanted her to be home and maybe look after the kids. That's not an uncommon thing. That's not an uncommon thing. And then he told her, hey, you can get back into doing TV and the things that you love. You don't necessarily have to go and work a job because I'm making the money. So if that's the agreement that they have in their household, I see nothing wrong with that. But in terms of how Heavenly is thinking, I think she's more of the old school idea of how a household should be ran, to where a man should always have a job, which he should, because it should not be on the woman. The woman should be the help meet. Our jobs are to help the man meet the obligation. So if he's sitting home all day not working, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your life. I don't want a man who don't work. I'm kind of old school in that way too. I don't want a man who don't work. But if you have a job when I meet you and you're doing well and something happens to where you lose said job, I'm strong enough in terms of what I do and what I am able to do to carry on until you find something else. I'm not going to throw you out there. I'm not going to demasculate you. I'm not going to talk shit to you or talk down to you because you don't have a job. Because as your wife, we're one. We're one, as long as you're actively looking for something and you get something else in order to carry on and do what we're going to do. Okay. But in terms of Heavenly, in terms of how she was saying, oh, man, he ain't got no job, man. I just feel like she really thinks, in terms of, well, he out earns me. So what? So what? At one point I was out earning him. At one point I was making more money, but now he out earns me. So what? Don't matter who earns the most. You still right. Same pot. Thank you, Sunny Days. It's the same pot. I don't know why it's always a competition when it's in a relationship or marriage. That's what I did not like about Tiana Taylor and her husband and mine. He started to become that way. Like, she couldn't get on red carpets without him. And he would stand back and be jealous. And she said they were always arguing when they got home because he felt a certain type of way. And then when she would get movie roles, like she was turning stuff down out of fear of having to go home and argue with him because his career really wasn't going where it needed to go. Or he wasn't a high earner like he used to be when he was playing basketball. So he became jealous of her. And sometimes that will tear up your relationship when you allow things like that to creep in. Jealousy will do that. Look at Martell. I really feel like the only reason he stepped out on Melody was out of jealousy. He wanted to humble her. And you got men that's like that. Will go out and do some nasty, egregious bullshit like that to satisfy themselves in order to humble their woman or significant other. And they do it all the time. You see it all the time. And now look at the outcome. You want that old thing back, and she like, that's my shit. I don't spin the block. I don't need to spin the block. Hell no. You want that level of time? Check out the level of time I'm on. We out of here. Go on back over there. Now you see the grass won't greener on the other side. It was rocks. You better make that shit work the way that, hey, people always say, I can't find no good man. If you got a good thing, you better work that shit out, because you're going to have some bumps and bruises in relationships. You're going to have some times when things are just not going to go your way. Sometimes your person going to lose their job. You got to carry on and pick up the slack and keep it moving. That's what being one is about. That's what being husband and wife is all about. Do I feel like Cecil got a little jealous of Simone? I do. When I saw that episode where she purchased a new car, she bought a new Maserati for herself to award herself for the hard work she's done, because she's a doctor. She got to get up 2-3 o'clock in the morning, go deliver babies. She's dealing with all types of things, losing sleep. Her job is very, very important. So she want to go out here and buy herself a new Maserati. He just fussed and he felt away. Oh, you ain't tell me. Now, granted, if y'all are sharing money, you should say something. But I don't feel like he should have just kept fussing at her and making her feel bad for awarding herself, or rewarding herself rather, for a job well done, or for, shit. She deserve it. She deserve it. He was mad as hell about that Maserati. He was very mad about that Maserati. When that truck pulled up there to take that Maserati off the truck for her, he was like, who car is this? Oh, so you getting a Maserati, really? Where my car at? I hate that shit. Nigga, you gonna drive the car. Let me have something. There's some men out there like that. Where's the, congratulations, baby, you deserve it, because you do work hard. You really work hard. That's how you supposed to be with your spouse. When they come up and get nice stuff, or they have something really nice, don't sit back and be jealous. You applaud them, because it's for you too. Y'all married. I never understand why the significant other, men, especially men, women be that way some too, but men mostly, I don't like to see a man be jealous of their spouse. Like, support, push us. Say, baby, you doing it. And damn, you look good doing it too. That's how it's supposed to be. But you got some men out here that's got a little bitch in them, and they just don't do that. And that's not a good look. But let's move on. All right. So Claudia Jordan, let's pull this up, child. We about done. I gotta go. Oh, Jesus. All right. I acted a fool too long. I gotta get on through my show. All right. So the shout out to the girls are fighting. All right. Claudia Jordan's being sued over some witchcraft claims, child. Let me find out you out here stealing hair and with the voodoo dolls. You gotta watch them. All right, so Claudia Jordan, shout out to the girls are fighting. According to them, they're saying that Claudia Jordan is sued over witchcraft claims. Now, Claudia Jordan filed a $4.5 million defamation suit, you guys, after being accused of witchcraft and criminal behavior by a woman she says she has never even met. Child. Now, Regina Coco LaRue accused Jordan, which is Claudia, of scamming the government through PPP loans, child, and selling the drugianas, and claimed that Jordan, which is Claudia, flatantly denied. Oh, these are claims that she denies, all right? So it says that LaRue, which is the woman who accused or describes herself rather as a warrior in the spiritual world, child, not a warrior, made the claims publicly on Instagram, where she has more than 340,000 followers, okay? Ooh, that's a lot of people. A lot of people heard that. Now, it says that the court dismissed LaRue's amended complaint on April the 14th, but gave her 28 days to revise and refile. It said that Jordan says that she's never met LaRue and believes the accusations were made with actual malice and knowledge of her felicity. Okay? It says that the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum, which is Claudia, is seeking $1.5 million in compensatory damages and $3 million in reputational harm, okay? Additional punitive damages and legal fees, all right? So, yeah, she said, I don't even know this lady where she got this damn information from. She done sprued this out in front of 340,000 followers, okay? So she is being sued. This lady said something about Claudia did some nasty work with some PPP loans, but we'll know here in a minute, because y'all know that the Feds, child, is knocking on people's doors now about these damn PPP loans. So if y'all out here on the bullshit, you better get your house in order. Well, ain't really shit you could do. If you play with that PPP money, you're going to jail. All right, so they said that this lady, as you guys can see, Regina LaRue put it out there, said that Claudia Jordan is a gambler that uses her money to invest in the drugianas to make a profit. Girl. So this is what Regina LaRue put out, honey, for 340,000 people to see. She said that Claudia Jordan paid occult groups to do black magic and voodoo on me and my family. Said that she thinks that nothing will ever be done about it. Said that she thinks that she can just steal from us and I will not do anything. She said the law will do. She said the law will not do anything. Says that God will not allow. Hold on. Says God will not do anything. Says that that's what she thinks. And let's see, it says hashtag Claudia Jordan, hashtag law. Officials are on to her. Okay, so she had a few people comment, and she also had 263 people like that post. So I've never even heard of this person. Okay, but she is on Claudia, and it looks like Claudia has decided to sue her for said allegations. So we'll see how this pans out, child. So let me find out if Claudia's out here with the voodoo dolls and PPP loan bullshit out here. Let me find out. All right, moving on, honey. Kim Zolziack goes for Kenya Moore, honey. Kim Zolziack is out here coming for Kenya Moore, and she says it's good for her ass that she got fired. She should have been fired. Y'all know that Kim Zolziack never really liked Kenya. Ever since Kenya tried to say that Kim Zolziack's daughter was out here giving dome for some damn John Legend tickets. I said, I know you lying. Anybody but John Legend, child. If you're gonna be out here doing throat crunches, I hope you ain't doing it for no damn John Legend tickets. As boring as his ass is, child. Girl, if you want a ticket, baby, you better get some Beyonce tickets or something, like something that you really go see, like some Tank tickets or something like that. But John Legend, you out here doing throat crunches for John Legend tickets, girl? Oh no, honey. We're just ordinary people. That we don't know which way to go. You doing that for that? Girl, no. All right, so let's get into what Kim Zolziack had to say about Kenya. All right. So she's praising Kenya being fired. This shit is so petty.
Into that show.
Really?
Yeah, you meet people and you have relationships with people, and you get angry or you get frustrated, but like when you're just I think the core of who you are isn't, or your character is heavily flawed. I think that's a great decision, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And then I know they're saying that they might want to bring Phaedra back in the mix or something like that. So I think they're
love
looking for
Phaedra. Love Phaedra. That would be great. She is so funny. When I think about her, look, I smile. She's so funny. I love her. That would be a good addition.
You know who I think would be a great addition? Hello?
Honey,
would you? You're done.
I'm never. I literally will never go back to Housewives of Atlanta. Like literally. I just. When I think about it, I had so much fun. But I also, in Connecticut, where I grew up, if you don't like somebody, it's like, we don't like you. I don't like you. I'm not going to talk to you. Down here, what I learned the hard way was we go to lunch and have lunch and this great conversation. And
y'all see that? So Kim says she'll never, ever go back to Real Housewives of Atlanta, child. Well, ain't nobody asked you, so you're not in danger of going back on the show because Andy and them ain't asked your ass to be on the show. You might want to go back on there now that you lost your house and Croy and everything else, child. You ain't got shit going on. You need a coin. You do, because everything that you got, cars getting repossessed, your house is gone, everything is gone, girl. You out here selling wigs and drawers and everything else trying to survive. You selling eyelashes and fake ass bags. They found out, they said one of the bags she was trying to sell wasn't real. That's what people say, girl. She's out here selling fake ass Louis bags. That's what people said. And they wanted their money back too. Not to put your business out there, but to put it out there. But so we're gonna listen to it again, honey. So she said, hey, good for Kenya's ass. Good for her being fired, child. She ain't like her anyway. She said she loves Phaedra. Okay. She loves Phaedra, but she said, I'll never ever, child, step foot back on this damn show ever again. But like I said, you're not in any danger of coming back because no one's ever asked you, girl. Okay. All right. Let's move on to
that show.
Really?
Yeah, you meet people and you have relationships with people, and you get angry or you get frustrated, but like when you're just, I think the core of who you are isn't, or your character is heavily flawed. I think that's a great decision, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. And then I know they're saying that they might want to bring Phaedra back in the mix or something like that. So I think they're looking for
Phaedra. Love Phaedra. That would be great. She is so funny. When I think about her, look, I smile. She's so funny. I love her. That would be a good addition.
You know who I think would be a great addition? Hello?
Honey,
would you? You're done.
I'm never. I literally will never go back to Housewives of Atlanta. Like literally. I just. When I think about it, I had so much fun. But I also, in Connecticut, where I grew up, if you don't like somebody, it's like, we don't like you. I don't like you. I'm not going to talk to you. Down here, what I learned the hard way was we go to lunch and have lunch and this great conversation. And
close your legs to married men. Where is your scooter? All right. Ain't that what Nene said? Shout out to Nene. Kim, you wouldn't fit in the lineup of the women that they have on there now anyway. So even if you thought about coming back right now, you would not fit in with the women that's on the show right now. I don't think you and Porsha would get along well at all. I don't think that you would mix well with the women on the show. I just don't. So I don't know what she's thinking about doing. Maybe she's looking for her next NFLer so that she can come up and live, the lifestyle that she feels she deserves out here, child. Because word on the street is Big Papa ain't around no more. So I don't know, child, if you got a backup plan for a backup plan. Your kids are getting older now. Her oldest daughter, Ariana, I think is about to get married or something like that. I hear. Her other daughter is dating and doing her thing. She was on some type of reality show, I heard as well. But I don't know what Kim is doing. You only had about 45,000 kids from Croy. And that's it, child. Croy, he ain't got no money now. So you done ran through his money, and now you sitting over here looking crazy. I mean, I don't know. You were on the surreal life. You got a few checks from being on the surreal life, but then that shit is over. I don't know what she's doing with her life now. I don't know what she's doing with her life now that you guys had to sell y'all house, and y'all know Shamia and her husband bought Kim and Croy's house. For those of you that don't know, I already talked about it on here, and I showed the receipts on that as well. So yeah, Shamia from the show Real Housewives of Atlanta, she and her husband purchased Kim and Croy's house. All right, their house been on the market forever, but they own that house now. But Kim, girl, they ain't nobody checking for you. I promise nobody's checking for you. No one is checking for you, honey. Your celebrityism is gone. All right, your time that you had on the show. And I'm gonna say it now. And I know some of y'all won't agree. With all the OGs on the show back then, Kim was a great addition to the show because she was able to get a little read down, and she had some good little clapbacks as it related to the rest of the women too. I mean, it was very good to see Sheree walk up on you and tug on your wig a little bit. That was good TV. It was good TV for Nene to read your ass down at her house, and then you and Kenya got into it, and the whole roaches situation where you talking about Nene had roaches in her house, and y'all remember all that. All that was good TV. All right, you got into it with Lisa Wu. Lisa Wu was saying she was gonna flip you over the couch and all that. All that was good TV. But now that things have evolved on the show, Real Housewives of Atlanta, I don't see a place for you on the show anymore. So I don't know where you're gonna go or what you're gonna do, but I don't think Bravo is calling for you to come back, and they ain't checking for you just like they ain't checking for Nene no more. So I don't know, girl. But she is happy as hell that Kenya is not on the show no more because she and Kenya don't see it for each other. But it is what it is. Let's get on to the next topic. We're almost done, guys. I think I got one more topic after this. Praise the Lord. All right. Who got? Lord. All right, so shout out to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Okay, the Real Housewives of Housewives as well. All right, so Real Housewives of Atlanta, Carlos King. Hold on. So Carlos King and Claudia Jordan expressed their feelings about Porsha Williams and Fallon's relationship. Y'all remember Fallon from the show? They were saying that they were friends. Porsha kept saying, no, we're not friends. We're not friends. But it's weird that the girl invited you to the house. Y'all know the whole story about how Fallon invited Porsha to come over to her house when she was married to Simon. And Porsha was over there twerking in the pool and walking around with that very revealing outfit on, trying to get Simon's attention. Then she turned around and married Simon. So they're talking about that. Let's get their take on Carlos King and them and Dustin and Claudia Jordan in terms of what they think about this. Let's go.
Guess what? All of this could have been avoided if Porsha would have asked her friend Fallon about her husband. She could have found out how bad he was.
But Claudia, they were friends.
No, Carlos, I'm not.
No, listen. Me and Claudia and Dustin never talked about this. Let's talk. They were not friends.
They were friends enough for her to see that was a. Listen, I talked to Fallon. Okay. I talked to Fallon. I've hung out with Fallon, and Fallon has told me that.
And listen, I don't know Fallon. Fallon is stunning. Fallon needs to.
Like, why are we acting like she just because she wasn't besties with Fallon?
Well,
that
but
she
that's
didn't know. Or
no,
that
I
what she
know,
did
but
was not,
No. I want us to have a real conversation about this. And listen, let's have a healthy discussion about
Hey,
this.
I had to say my friend was wrong. Kenya Moore, you fucked up and you messed up your own bag by doing what you did. Okay, Carlos. You got to tell your friend, the queen of Thoughtlandia, the self-proclaimed queen of Thoughtlandia. She keeps doing road shit.
The comment. No. I said the comment she made about Charles was not good. I said that. And that's why I said I would like to see what she has to say about it. I don't even think she think. I would be shocked if Porsha said, I said it and I don't know. I think she'll say, look, the Henny got to me. I didn't know I said it. I had a drug night. It is what it is. Not my finest moment, right?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I really want to have a real conversation about this because it's put out there and I would like to know. In my opinion, her and Fallon Did I say it right this time?
Fallon. You said Fallon
Thank you,
before,
Jesus.
like Fallon.
I know.
Marriage.
Fallon. Hey, Fallon, baby, you're beautiful.
So fake.
Her and Fallon were not friends. In terms of from what I could see, I didn't work on that show that season.
And guess what? All of this could have been avoided.
Another season either, because that's why they got rid of your ass. You about not to be on either. So, anywho and anyway, in terms of what they're saying here, they're saying that Porsha should have said something to Fallon about a situation, but they're saying if they were friends. My take is, do I feel like they were real friends? No, maybe some TV type stuff. That's probably what it was given. But I do feel like it was effed up, and I think everybody sitting back watching this and knew how this whole situation unfolded with Porsha then going over and being with Simon after knowing that he was with Fallon and how that whole situation went down. Fallon, I think, was wrong as well, because it was word on the street that she was cheating as well. So I'm not saying that one person cheating and another person cheating make it right. Nobody should have been cheating because they were married. You took vows, whatever the reason was. I feel like Fallon married Simon to help out with his visa situation, just like I feel like Porsha married Simon to help out with his visa situation. I'm going to say what I'm saying. I mean, shit. Now, that's what I'm saying. Because why was you looking over your shoulder every time y'all went somewhere? You knew his paperwork wasn't right, and you felt like you could help the man stay in the country a little bit longer and get some of them residuals and the lifestyle. That's how I see it. I'm just saying. Porsha said out of her own mouth that when she would be with Simon and they would be traveling and going places, when they would go to the airport, she was very nervous and that she was always looking over her shoulder thinking, okay, is this going to be the time? Is this going to be the time that ICE? So I think she already knew that there was a possibility that ICE was going to scoop his ass up. She knew that something was not right. So to now act all distraught, oh my God, you knew something was not right with Simon. But you really thought that you were going to get a lot of benefits from being married to him because you thought he had some money because of how he was living, what he was driving, all of that. Simon ain't fine. Simon is not your type. His pockets was your type. But then you found out he didn't really have money like that because he was being sued by so many people for a certain amount of money. He ain't have it. I mean, damn, it ain't tricking if you got it, right? If you got the money, then pay it. I say the same thing about the scotch. Y'all be out here fake flossing like a mug. But then when them tax liens and them liens hit, ain't no checks being wrote. And Simon was on the same type of fake flossing bullshit. And Porsha stayed her ass right there. And now you stuck like Chuck trying to get a divorce from his sorry ass. He probably looking for the next person to marry so he can stay in the country a little longer. That's why he keep marrying people, because he can't ever get citizenship. And he used Fallon, and he also used you, Porsha, and made you feel like he loved you so much. That's when she said, oh my God, I really thought I found the one in him. No, you didn't, girl. The gig is up, honey. The gig is up. Go on to divorce him and go on to jump to the next person. Maybe go back to Dennis since you fussing everybody out about Dennis. Go on back to Dennis since nobody can talk to Dennis. Nobody can look at Dennis. Nobody can eat hot dogs with Dennis but your ass. Go on to be back with Dennis, child. Because you ain't going to let Dennis cheat or do nothing in peace because you want him to be back with you. All right. Moving on, child. Last topic of the day. All right. For those of you that care, honey, Shamar has put it out there. Y'all know who Shamar is. That somebody up and broke in his house, and he says that it's the new man that he went out here and dated, child, because he was trying to get back at Alvo and make a point to Alvo that he can make a quick come up and be with somebody else and find a new man to make Alvo jealous. So this clown that he done went out here and found and called himself dating, now he done up and allegedly broke up in your house and done stole your ish, including your he said he had what was the child? Where he keep a safe. He said he had a safe up in his house, and he said this boyfriend of his broke in his house when he went out of town to go do a show or something. I don't know who hiring you to do shows, but anyway, so let's let him tell you, child.
I work harder to get my money back up because my house don't being broken. It's like my house don't being robbed, and it's really like this shit is weird. Like it's weird. It's fucking weird. I'm so over it. I'm just so over it. I don't even know what to do at this point. I don't call the police. I don't make the police report. I just gotta wait till my rent-out for open. I gotta go and see if she got the footage. Because if she does, then it's gonna prove me right there. But if she don't, it's not gonna have to be done.
Black people, let me say this. Black people, can y'all please change the battery in y'all smoke detectors? Because that shit is so irritating. When y'all go live, when y'all be on the phone and that chirping in the background, it irritates me to no end, okay? I be so tired of looking at lives when people got time to sit on live, but you ain't got time to get a chair and get up there and change that damn battery in your smoke detector. That's so irritating. Let's continue.
Motherfuckers don't want to see you doing good. They want to see you doing bad. Like, it's so much hate. Like, out of everything, like, my house get robbed. My house get robbed. They don't took my safe box. They took my PS5. Like, that shit is weird. Like, who's over it? Who's over it? I can't even think right now. I can't even think. And now I gotta work harder to get my money back up.
I don't know where.
And now I gotta work. Don't want to see you doing good. They want to see you doing bad. Like, it's so much hate. Like,
so he says, I don't feel safe at my home anymore. He says that I'm so disappointed that someone is watching me and I'm not happy no more. And I'm not going to be happy the whole week. So somebody broke in his house, stole his safe, probably $3 in there, and stole his PlayStation 5, which that run you about $500 something. I know because my husband got one. But at the end of the day, I mean, that's your fault, Shamar, because you move on too fast and you have everybody up in your damn house. Okay? You have everybody in your house. You were trying to prove a point to Alvo that you can move on and get somebody else. And you was, all on videos and smiling and like, trying to make Alvo jealous, not even knowing the person that was standing behind you, your was going to break up in your damn house as soon as your ass went out of town to go do a show and take all your mess. Now you right back at one, like Brian McKnight with nothing. Shout out to Schoolboy. Schoolboy said that they steal the roaches too. I'm pretty sure the roaches was already in that PlayStation 5. They probably crawled up in that mug because it'd be warm in there. They probably crawled up in that PlayStation 5 and whoever stole the damn PlayStation 5 and whatever they stole about their house, they took the roaches too. Because he do be having a lot of roaches. All right, that video they showed when he was in there trying to cook, roach came right across the counter. I was like, you ain't gonna kill a roach? Like, for real, we on live with roaches? Embarrassing. I blame you, sir, because you be doing too much.
Out of everything, like, my house get robbed.
Yes, your house get robbed because you be doing too much. You be trying to move on and be bragging about having all these boyfriends. You didn't even know this guy. And so quick to have him in your house trying to make Alvo jealous. And now the new guy is out talking about Shamar don't even wash. I said, didn't we just hear that from Alvo? Alvo said that Shamar can go for 3 weeks and don't even wash. And if he do wash, he put the same drawers and the same clothes back on. Yeah. So now your new boyfriend is saying the same thing about you, talking the same junk about you that Alvo was talking about you, embarrassing the hell out of you online. But you had so much to say about Alvo. You probably should stay with Alvo. Because Alvo is still trolling you every damn day. I think probably because he still want to be back with you. But why he want to be back with you after he said that you don't wash your ass is so beyond me. I don't know. Everybody can't be wrong about you, Shamar. Like, really? I feel like he need a caretaker? I do. I feel like he needs a caretaker because Shamar be having too much going on. And I feel like you really need to probably stop dating right now and just focus on your career. I don't know why he keep running out here getting these random people who I feel like just want to get his money. I feel like they know he got a little money going on, and I feel like they want his money and to be famous. Okay, they're trying to ride off of his fame and clout chase. But child, that's our show for the day. All right, stop out here. Stop being out here. Did I? I'm trying to see if I had the video of his new boyfriend. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, that's the boyfriend. That's the boyfriend. We don't care. I don't care no more. Shamar, child, get your ish together and stop running around with these random dudes out here and get your life. Okay, that's our show, child. We gotta go. I gotta go. Thank y'all so much for being here. All right, Schoolboy, I see you in the house. Thanks so much. That Tia Kemp need to be a caretaker. Said I bet you things. Tia gonna cuss him out every day. Tia would not be a good caretaker because she would be cussing Shamar out every doggone day. But shout out to Schoolboy for being here. Shout out to Sunny Days for being in the building. Shout out to, let me get all my other content creators. All right. True TV Podcast. Thank you, Purple Unicorn. Thank you, Miss Hell's ATL, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles, Love Seeing Heard. Thank you so much. Do we have any others in the building? Let me know. All right, thank you so much, Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Scorpion Miss, Rose Armstead, and thank you so much, True TV Podcast, for modding for me as well. All right, of course, thanks to all of my Aries Girl Podcast. Did I say that? Okay, Aries Girl Podcast. Thanks for being in the building. Okay, and thanks to all of my Aries Love. Thanks for being in the building. Aries Love. Y'all check out all these content creators and support them. Okay, and hit the like button. All right. It said, Rhea, when are you going live again? I have not put out my notifications yet. If you guys follow me and you subscribe to me, please check your notifications, okay? Because I'm going to be working in terms of working and putting my shows together as well, because I can multitask. All right, so I'll be getting some work done, and I'll be also putting my shows together. Y'all know I do pop-ins throughout the day, so if you are subscribed to me and your notifications are on, you will see when I get ready to go live, okay? I don't have a time pinpointed as to when I'm going live again, but I will be hitting you guys probably another time or two today, okay? But thank y'all so much. Mods, thank y'all. Thank you, Caramelians. Thank you, content creators as well, for all of your support. Love you guys down. All right, please like the video, share the video, tell a friend, come on over here to the Caramel Real Show and subscribe as well. All right, love you guys down. Enjoy your Thursday. Until the next one, let's go.
When you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow.